Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Amateur Hour Sports after our long 2 days off of all content. I am back today as the Raptors are taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. I'm pretty excited for this one. Hope you guys are as well in the midst of the holiday season. I guys hope you've had a great week. If you celebrate Christmas, hope you had a very Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, I hope you just had a very happy holidays. And if you don't celebrate anything, you don't care about the holidays, well, I just hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. Early on in the week, Raptors today taking on the Clippers. This is an interesting game because, of course, Kawhi Leonard is out here and is playing today. 3 days. 3. That's not true. I said 2. Yeah. The 25th, no content. The 26th, no content. That's 2. Today is the 27th, content. The 24th, video, content. I'm back after 2 days of nothing. And I'm excited for this one. Just JK. Videos and streams count towards the content. That's how I treat it, at least. But it doesn't matter, like Adam says. Kawhi is in town. A little bit of a surprise here. Well, obviously Norman Powell's in town, but believe me, I did not forget about Norm. But Kawhi Leonard is in town. That is the big one here. Of course, the former Raptors Finals MVP. He is in town. Norman Powell, a former NBA champion, also in town. Well, you're not former. You are an NBA champion for the rest of your life. You're an NBA champion, and that does qualify for Norman Powell. Does of course qualify as well for Kawhi Leonard. Let's see how this one is going to play out. It doesn't matter. Hey, no need to apologize to anybody. Hope you all are enjoying a good holiday season. That's what I am focused on here. Thank you for asking. I am having a nice holiday season myself. It was really nice to get those 2 days off of the content. I'm happy I did that one on the 24th. I thought hard about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get 2 days off. Let's just get the content out in the morning. And then I can not worry about content and just enjoy Christmas and Boxing Day. So got the Zach LaVine video out on the 24th. And that video actually did quite well. So I'm happy that I put that one out. And in the midst of just conversations, wouldn't call it rumors, conversations about Zach LaVine's potential availability. But I hope everybody, again, is having a good week so far, no matter what you do or do not celebrate. This game, little bit strange here. So I've been following the odds on this game all day. Morning, it was about 4.5 on the spread in favor of the Raptors. So I was following the Clippers. They had a game yesterday. They played in Detroit. Kawhi Leonard did not play in that game, which would suggest that he's going to play tonight. Obviously, he is playing tonight. He is not going to sell both nights of it back-to-back. That would be useless. So he's playing against Toronto. He's been warming up, so he is going to be playing today. 4.5 was a bit strange, but they're coming off of the second night of it back-to-back. A lot of traveling. Always the potential for load management and rest. Paul George played yesterday. Maybe Paul George doesn't play today. All I've seen is that John Wall is not playing. I don't know if there's any other significant absences for this Clippers team. Let's actually pull this up right now. It is only John Wall missing for this team. 4.5 is still available out there. In fact, if you can bet 4.5 on the Clippers, respectfully, that's a good bet based on the market price. But the general consensus is this is a 3.5 spread in favor of the Raptors, which did seem a little bit surprising to me. I would have made this probably around 1.5. So I think the Clippers present some decent value, but I'm not going to bet against the Raptors. Absolutely not here. It just showcases that even amidst the Raptors' net losing streak, there is still a considerable amount of respect towards the Raptors in the market in the NBA. So I guess that's somewhat good to see as a fan, that people have not given up on us yet. The people who spend big on betting have not given up on us. You should not give up on this team either. All right, let's say what's up to the people going on that are coming out here in the chat. We have Shadow Gamer joining us. We have Sajidul, I hope I said that correctly, asking the questions. Thank you for joining. 905 Yada, of course. Thank you for the gifted memberships from last week. I know a lot of people are going to be enjoying those. We're going to see a lot of green in chat because of Yada. Shout out to 905 Yada, also featured up here as the most recent gifted member. By the way, in case anybody was wondering what these are, top left is the most recent sub. This is the most recent donation, which is Colin Box Breaks. This is the total sub count, of course. This is the most recent gifted member gifter, I guess. Russell Westbrook, what is up? Ninjol, an amateur army veteran in chat, along with, of course, 905 Yada. Quinton, another amateur army veteran, joining. Hope you guys are doing okay. Sebastian Lungu joining as well. Brian as well. Brian Mugg always bringing it in with the positivity, let's say. The over-embellishment sometimes, I'd say, of the positivity. Colin Bachfrakes, like I mentioned before, another amateur army veteran, is joining us here. If anything looks different, I'm wearing in-ear headphones. I just got a nice pair of in-ear headphones. Santa was very kind to me and brought these to me. Just kidding. But it was a gift for Christmas, and I actually really like these. They're JBL headphones. And it's just nice to not have my ears be super hot all the time. And I feel like I feel like something's missing. The screen looks too empty right now. But I'm enjoying these headphones, and they have been pretty comfy. If you guys like the way I work. This is where I work. This is not like a special setup for streaming. I sit here like pretty much all day, so it's good to be comfortable. And with the sound devices that I use to enhance the microphone and to have all of the different sounds coming in on it comes in a specific piece of hardware that I have, so that I can mute some for you that I can hear, and so on and so forth. So I have to have wired headphones. I can't use a Bluetooth one. And these are great. How many monitors do I have? I have one main monitor, which is right here. This is my big monitor. And I have a laptop, a big laptop, that's 17-inch screen laptop, which is just off center over here. This would be me facing that laptop directly. This is me facing my monitor directly. I've considered getting a third monitor. I can live without it. A third monitor would be nice for some specific things. It's not a necessity. I don't think it's justified to have one for the amount of space it would take up at the moment. If I had like a big room for this stuff, I'd have 3. But for now, the 2 system works pretty well for me. But 2, I gotta have 2. I don't know how anybody does work with 1 monitor. I genuinely, I have no idea how you can work with 1 monitor. I have to have 2. I just have to have 2 for everything that I do at this point. Championship crazy. The difference between 16 is 3 points. Championship's always crazy. The parity in that league is something very interesting. It's why you can see teams who had a bad 2022 can go on a crazy run in 2023. What kind of camera do I use? It is a Logitech. I want to say a Logitech C920. It could be a C922. I believe it's a C920. Let me just double check. Ooh, it is a Logitech C922. Logitech C922. Anybody considering getting into content creation, you don't really need a camera, first of all. If you're just doing videos, iPhone works great. You can change a setting on it to record in HD, like 1080p. So when I first started doing YouTube, I just did it on my phone. 100% just use your phone. Camera's not too big a deal. Lighting is a big deal. You need to purchase some good lights, and microphone is a big deal. You need to get a good microphone. You can't just speak into like this microphone on your phone. You don't need something like this is overkill. I love this fucking microphone, but it's an expensive microphone. You don't need a microphone like this. I am just very, very particular about the sound I like. I absolutely love this microphone. I like it a lot more than the one I use for my videos. But like a Blue Yeti costs like $120, probably find a sale for. That's like a decent one. You can go a little bit lower, but I would say like Blue Yeti is a good intro microphone to learn how to like get the right sound. But camera's not as big a deal. Lighting and sound are the biggest deals. If anybody is interested in getting into content creation, you like microphone over everything. If somebody does not like listening to the sound, they're going to click off so quickly. They can forgive bad video. They cannot forgive bad audio. Just remember that if you're ever doing content stuff. That's just little things that I have picked up on. But happy to help, Stevie. No problem. Do you think the Raptors will have a huge run in New Year like last season? I certainly think it'll be better 2023 than 2022. I think you still got 3 games left in this calendar year, so we can't really focus on 2023. We got to take care of business in 2022. 3 games left. We're 3 games under 500. In theory, you could be 500. You could be 6 games under 500 come the new year. And these 3 games are important to figuring out really what you're going to get from the next year. Are you going to be a team that just kind of rolls over flat and does nothing, or are you going to be a team that actually makes some noise and puts pressure on the front office to try and get you help that you need to get to the next level in the new year? But yeah, let's end this year right 100%. Tom Duke, what is up? Thank you so much for joining. That 6-game losing streak was poor. There was a lot of bad teams. Like Orlando, I had somebody suggest to me on Twitter that, put a little bit of respect on Orlando, because I'm like, look, like the Raptors beat the Lakers, then had 2 games against Orlando to make a run, and they ended up falling to under 500 by losing both games to them. And then, a bad loss to Sacramento. Brooklyn is like a 50-50. Golden State, horrible loss to them without Steph Curry. And you've seen the way that other teams have just beat them up in this stretch of games here. The Orlando one, somebody's like, put some respect on Orlando. Like, I respect Orlando for what they're doing. They're winning games right now. They're starting to find their feet. They're in a real rhythm right now since Markelle Fultz came back from injury. Franz Wagner's playing out of his mind. Ben Carroll's playing out of his mind. But really, like, the Raptors want to be a playoff team. If you want to be a playoff team, that's a team you got to beat. I mean, that's a team you should beat twice. If you're a playoff team, you cannot lose both games there to the Orlando Magic. Simple as that. Respectfully, like, bright players in that team, that's a team you got to beat if you want to be as serious as the Raptors want to be. Plain and simple. So I respect all teams, but that's just a game you got to win. That Kings game, a game you got to win. The Golden State game at home, a game you got to win. Simple as that. But can't change what's in the past. Raptors bounced back, had a nice win against the Knicks on that 6-game win streak. Did a great job beating that Knicks team, who I think have lost 3 in a row now. And that Cleveland win, wow. Did we get the explosion from 3 that we have been looking for? My Lord. Let's hopefully have some of that kind of fold over into here. It was nice to, I think, even for the players, to get that Christmas period, 3 full days rest, enjoying time with families, hopefully, and just think about those 2 wins and come out hot, hopefully today. Of course, I want the Raptors to win, but I wouldn't mind if Norm went off. Nah, fuck that. Kim, what is up? Thank you for joining. Scheduled time is 7:30. They never start on time, though. Past, we have to look forward and maintain a streak here. Yeah, let's take it one game at a time. You're favored against the Clippers here by, I would say, I don't think you should be as favored as they are. Right now, they're about minus 140, 150 on the money line. Most books have them further down there, but I don't think that's as accurate as it should be. However, there's a lot of respect here. It's almost game time, and they're still getting that respect in the market as 3.5 to 4 point favorites. So that's what we've determined is the truest sort of price here. Oh boy, a bot in the Twitch chat. How do I get rid of this? Wait, how do you delete Twitch? Can one of my moderators please go to Twitch and delete the message there? I actually have no. There's no button to delete this unless it's hidden right now. No, somebody please help me. Thank you, Adam. Hoping Barnes at center works well. Yeah, using him there a little bit more. I guess it's getting him involved a bit more in those areas he wants to be involved. That's not ideal, but if that's what we need to get him going, is what it is. This is Scotty Barnes getting more reps at the center position lately. He's clearly better in the paint rather than on the outside. He just doesn't have as much of the stuff to take guys on 1v1, and it's good to just get him spots in those dirty areas, like against the Cavaliers, the way he was just getting the ball down low, making one quick move, going to the basket. Just stuff that he's practiced. Those one move finish at the rim type of moves rather than trying to create off the dribble for yourself. Those little things to just help get you going. Just seeing the ball go in consistently psychologically gives you such an edge. So shout out Scotty for that great game last game. It's just I've said that with Scotty Barnes, those good games, those are like those, the problem is right now those are the one-offs. Not that I'm not saying that this is a bad player. I'm not saying that he has no potential. I'm just saying this season, what we've been getting from him, those one-off games are the good ones. It's the consistency of being not very good. Hopefully that can change, and I can absolutely forgive that for a 21-year-old. I'm not saying that I can't. Please don't spin my words here. I'm not Doug Smith. But we got to see a bit more consistency in terms of the offensive output and the engagement levels on defense. So we've been seeing some good things from him in the center position. Koloko was really, really struggling for this team. I think some time in the G League could serve him well just to add on to his repetitions. Maybe there's some double duty action that we can kind of get him in on. But Sky Barnes been playing better. Is it time to talk about the trade deadline, or is it too far away? We can talk about the trade deadline right now. Yeah, trade deadline should always be on your mind because that's when teams really have enough of a sample size to evaluate their needs, what they want to address, what they don't want to address. Did you guys vote yet? Yes, I have not voted today. That's a good reminder. But guys, make sure you've done your NBA voting. I wish you. I mean, I get why they stopped the Twitter voting because last year a K-pop star single-handedly got Andrew Wiggins to start the All-Star game, and they don't want a repeat of that. But please go make sure you do your NBA All-Star vote. I'll actually find a link right now and send it in the chat so you guys can vote. The two guys in particular you should be pumping are definitely Siakam, and you should also be voting for OG Anunoby, but definitely for Siakam. Okay, where is the link? I've been doing it on my phone. How you go? Here we go. I think I have the page open right now. Here we go. So I'll put the link in chat. If you've not voted yet, you can do so on the NBA app, or you can do so with the link that is too long to send in chat. So I'm not sending it in chat yet. I can't send it in chat because it takes too long. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, this works. Here you go. Right there. The Raptors always try to push for their main guys to vote. Like last year, Scotty Barnes got a ton of push from the Raptors PR. It's just content for the Twitter guys to get out. Like I work in social media, so I know that sometimes just looking for specific things to pump out. They're always going to support their guys. Like, what are they going to do? Not like it would like imagine if they didn't. Imagine if they did not do a single Fred VanVleet All-Star post. And people saying, "Wow, even the Raptors Twitter admins don't give a shit about Fred VanVleet." Like of course they had to pump out some content there. You know what I mean? It would have looked worse to not do it. Would have looked worse. You got to vote Siakam. That's going to be a big one. I to be honest, every day I just vote for Siakam and OG. I don't vote for other guys. Those are the main guys. You can vote for whoever you want at the end of the day, but these are the guys that I have continuously tried to push for. But I don't think OG is going to come close at the end of the day. I think Siakam will get in. The problem is Siakam is probably near top 5 in the East in terms of overall players. The problem is he's probably 5th for front court. The Eastern Conference front court is just loaded with talent. I hope that doesn't keep him out, but I really struggle to see him not getting into the All-Star game. It would be highway robbery if this guy didn't make the All-Star team this season. Like it just is what it is. Sam just got Player of the Week as well. So, I mean, look, he had 52 points in a game this week. He just won Player of the Week, which is great, which I wanted to talk about a little bit today. And that should get him a big push in terms of the vote. I hope people are coming around on him and recognizing him as being underrated in media rather than people constantly saying how bad he is or overrated he is and all this. Like he's very much underrated because he's a star night in, night out. And his off nights, he's dropping just under 20. Like he's not having those duds that he used to have. He has been super, super consistent this season. And we'd be kind of waiting for the jump into like the mid 20 points per game. Right now, he's at like 26 points per game. And it just, nothing about it seems unsustainable. The last 2 games, we've gotten like a lot cleaner scoring from Pascal, which is good to see. Because in like that 6-game losing streak, some of it seemed just kind of forcing to get his averages, but it's been a lot more appealing to the eye in the last couple of games. Knicks fans did not return to stream. Well, well, I mean, they lost. Why would they, right? The Knicks have also lost 3 games in a row, I think. Christmas Day, they started really, really well against the 76ers. I didn't catch a lot of that game. I was mostly focused on football that day. But they had a really good start against the 76ers and then ended up falling off the rails and getting blown out by Georges Niang. Yeah, the Knicks, who had won 6 in a row, have now lost 3 in a row, one of which to the Raptors, of course, one to the Bulls, and that one to the 76ers. Knicks suck. Well, I wouldn't say they suck. They are coming back down to earth. It's just so early in the season. A run like that just completely changes the outlook of your team. That's the way it is. That's why I keep preaching that it's too early to make an overall decision on tanking for the Raptors. Like they're a good team. They like get a good amount of wins going, then this team is back in action. Beefy Bunny, amateur army vet, what's going on? So obviously Kawhi finally, he's been back, hasn't he? Didn't he get his ring? Or was he injured that time? Is this his first? This one, I guess it's his first. I can't recall a game that he played. This might be his first basketball playing game in Toronto since he left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall a game where he played against Toronto in Toronto. The ring night, I feel like he didn't play in that game. Again, just correct me if I'm wrong. It's not his first. Okay, I can't remember that. I feel like the ring night was a game I didn't stream for whatever reason. He is, well, there's been nothing about him not playing, and he did not play yesterday as the Clippers beat the Pistons. He has played. Okay, thank you for correcting me there. I just don't remember that game for some reason, but I'm not calling. I believe you. So he's back in Toronto, whatever it is, and he warmed up. Yeah, he's playing tonight. There's nothing saying he's not playing tonight. Starting lineup, by the way, for Toronto, same lineup as last game. I've been liking this lineup. I think it's working really well at the moment. It's the lineup of Van Vliet, Siakam, Anunoby, Hernan Gomez, and Barnes. Barnes getting some center reps. I've really liked Juancho. He's not doing too much. He's taking like 2 to 4 shots a game. Only hitting like 1-3 a game, which I'd like to see rise up a little bit. But he's getting out of the way on offense. He's spacing the floor because you have to respect that he can hit the 3 ball. And defensively, just doing his job. He's quietly going about his business. He'll get like 28 minutes, and you just don't really, in a good way, you don't notice him a lot. He just is out there doing his job. He's not doing anything extraordinary, but he's also not causing any issues for the team. He's been very, very solid. Solid's a good word to describe him. Starting lineup for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Marcus Morris, and Ivica Zubac. So they're mostly full strength. John Wall is the only player out for the team today. So that's a good team. Raptors have their work cut out for them today. Get a break tomorrow. Then it's a back-to-back with the Grizzlies and the Suns. A little bit of a West Coast like homestead, which is kind of strange, but that will end up 2022. So not easy games, but the Raptors 15 and 18 need all the wins they can get. Would be really, really nice to go 2-1 in this stretch. Would be even nicer, of course, to go 3-0, but would happily take a 2-1 over the next 3 games against 3 playoff teams in the Western Conference, especially with a back-to-back being involved. With that, the difficulty of a back-to-back, just go and win your game today, Toronto. Keep that momentum flowing. Wonder who's going to be on Siakam. Obviously, great defenders in this team. Wonder who's going to be on Siakam, but that Barnes matchup down low will be interesting. I think Scotty Barnes has the opportunity to have a really important game for the Raptors today if things go well. Gotta shut down the Clippers' 3-point shooters. Yeah, like Luke Kennard fits this really well. When Kawhi and Paul George are playing, Luke Kennard is a good complementary player to them with his shooting. You know Norman Powell can get hot, and especially with the added incentive playing against a team that traded him away. We'll see what you get out of Norman Powell in this one. There's just a lot of good players in this team. The Clippers are a good team. They have a good amount of depth. I think that they're, on paper, built for the regular season. It's just, their stars are always on the sideline not playing in games, so we'll see. Starting five for the Raptors is same as last game. With Juancho starting. Sky Fred step up the game. Yeah, because I just think there's going to be a focus on Siakam here. He's been able to just kind of still overcome that and get good numbers. But as far as like 52-point games go, I don't think today he's going to come anywhere close to that. Fred VanVleet hitting shots is going to be important. OG Anunoby continuing to hit shots. That's going to be important. One thing I also kind of want to see about today, last game, Chris Boucher really struggled to get any sort of minutes against the Cavaliers because, well, the Raptors are playing so well. Boucher wasn't really involved in what was going on. I wonder what sort of minutes he's going to get today. Maybe that was like a wake-up call sort of thing to get him back on track offensively, but I don't know. We'll see what Nick Nurse has planned. A lot of inactive players for Clippers. Only one, so that's not a lot today. Too much time off? No, I don't think so. It's not like these guys are sitting at home doing nothing. At least I hope not. Christmas Eve, Boxing Day off. Like, they were probably still doing stuff. And I'd rather have 3 days off than be on the second night of a back-to-back like the Clippers are. So I'm happy. They have 4 inactive players. I've only seen that John Wall is out. Unless I have missed something. All I've seen is that no John Wall for the Clippers. There's no information that anybody else is going to be missing for the Clippers today. Yeah, that is correct. No other players missing for the Clippers other than John Wall. That was strange. Yeah, full strength other than John Wall. So they brought everybody. I was kind of hoping it'd be, okay, you rest the guys second night of back to back, but that is not quite the case from what we're seeing from the lineup today. But look, we're not looking for any handouts here. Raptors are still good enough to win this game, as the betting market would suggest, as I mentioned earlier. Hope Nurse runs them ragged and utilizes more than 8 players. I mean, they use 8 guys and dismantle the Cavs. So if 8 works, 8 works. I want to win basketball games. We're trying to win one game at a time. I'd love to get more guys involved, but if your strategy is working with 8 guys, that's not really a problem with me. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are enjoying the stream content so far, please make sure you have dropped a like. A lot of people come in early for this one. I really appreciate that. But let's try to hit 50 likes by the end of the first quarter if you're enjoying. And if you're enjoying and want to see more like this, I do a watch party like this for every single Raptors game, essentially. And I also do videos coming out on the off days, analyzing, breaking down news, analyzing the team and whatnot. So make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports to keep up with all of that content. Usually it's like 6 to 7 pieces of content a week. Right now in the holiday season, been getting a little bit more breaks for myself. I'm a bit of a hard ass of a boss on myself, but Christmas and Boxing Day, I hope you guys can forgive me for a couple days off. This week's schedule, Raptors are playing Thursday and Friday, so naturally there will be streams those days. Tomorrow there's no game. I'll be doing a video tomorrow. Saturday is New Year's Eve. I will be doing a video in the morning on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. You can bet a lot of money that your boy will not be doing any content on New Year's Day. That is going to be what they call a write-off, because ain't no way I'm recovering that quick. And the Raptors, thankfully, have no New Year's Day game. We really lucked out with the schedule. No game on the 24th, 25th, or 26th. Beautiful from the NBA. I would kind of like a Christmas Day game for the Raptors, but we only got it once, and they gifted it to us because we were NBA champions after all, and we got shredded by the Celtics. We ain't ever getting a Christmas Day game again until we win another championship. This year, Raptors, no Christmas Eve game, and no New Year's Eve game, and no New Year's Day game. Like, they really hooked it up. They really hooked it up for your boy with that schedule. There's going to be some days in the new year where I'm going to be on vacation. I have a couple of vacations scheduled. Small trips, not like more than a week, but a couple of vacations scheduled where I'll miss some games here and there. But I'm going much out of my way to keep doing these streams. I like doing them. Nice schedule. I mean, lovely schedule for the new year, by the way. Just kind of putting it over here. Not like teams are playing, but you have the 2nd, the 4th, the 6th, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So every other day, nice little flip-flop there. No back-to-backs to start January. In terms of the teams that you're playing against, it's also pretty kind. Like, you have obviously the Bucks, who are the Bucks, even though they've lost 3 games in a row, I think. Was it 3 in a row now? That's obviously going to be tough, Giannis and all. But Pacers, who are 500, Knicks, who are going to be about 500, Blazers, who are probably a little bit above 500, Hornets, who are, man, they suck. They stink. You get the Hawks, who, we've been having some good games against. The Knicks again. Good stretch coming up here. A lot of them at home as well. Bucks, Knicks, Blazers, Hornets twice, and Hawks at home. A nice 6-game homestead there. Really, really good opportunity for the Raptors to take advantage of that. So this season ain't nowhere near over for this team, as I have continuously said. And if the Raptors, like I also said, get like 2 wins out of the next 3 games, go into the new year with some momentum, see that schedule, take advantage of it. This season can be saved. The front office can get us back on track with an addition of an important player. I'm excited for what's ahead for the Raptors. It's been a bit of a tough season so far. We know that, but there is certainly talent within this team to make things happen. A lot of green in the chat. Hey, 905 Yada, that is thanks to you, my man. You've been hooking it up with those gifted memberships, and I am beyond grateful for that. Content, of course, is free. All that I ask is you do drop a like and consider subscribing, but people like 905 Yada, we very much appreciate them going above and beyond, gifting the members, and it just makes it a little bit more fun of a chat. What are we doing at the time? We don't really know yet. We don't know yet. We don't know what this team is. We don't know if it's a playoff team. We don't know if it's a tanking team. We have to see. Games like today are going to showcase exactly what this team is, playing against the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's see what channel the game is on. Rip open my score app. It is on Sportsnet 1. All right. I prefer the TSN game. The Sportsnet now is always a little bit behind ESPN for score, whereas TSN is always like just a little bit ahead of ESPN for the scoreboard, which is great. The Sportsnet ones, unfortunately, can be just a touch behind, which is annoying. I just don't look at it, but I have to have it up, and ESPN's the best one that we have over there. If Kawhi missed that game against the 2010, he would have gotten his ring today. Man, he'd be like Danny Green. Well, he got it. Kawhi's not one to be emotional over returns and stuff. He's just a baller. He's going to go about his business today, and we'll see how that happens. Lineup-wise today, Malachi Flynn's got to continue to play. He's been excellent these last few games. Seizing that opportunity against the Brooklyn Nets, and he's been important. I said, like, if he can find that shot, he could be an important player for us. I had doubts about him finding that shot. It's starting to come along a little bit more, which is very nice to see. Let's try to keep that going for the Raptors coming off the bench. That can be vital. Gary Trent, of course, will be coming off the bench. Boucher, we'll see. Boucher again. We'll see today. You'll get some Koloko off the bench a little bit as well. I am excited for Achua to come back. He was either doubtful or questionable for today. There was some small hope he could play today. So I'm hoping that means in one of the next 2 games he features for the Raptors. That would be huge to get him back and hopefully have him playing at a good level. Gary and maybe Fred plus parts of the picks will be gone at deadline. I wouldn't be so sure about that. I just saw Kawhi smiling on his hides. I'll believe it when I see it. I didn't see that. I'll believe that when I see that. There has to be some form of homecoming thing for Norm, right? They can't just overlook Norman Powell. Norm was an important part of this team. Make no mistake. Norm was an important player here. He wasn't getting I don't know if he was getting minutes at all in the finals, but he wasn't a heavy piece of the rotation for that playoff run, but he was a necessary piece, in my opinion, to the puzzle. I think everybody more or less was necessary to this team. Zubac can be a problem off the boards, but he's not like a monster threat. There's good players here who can make that happen. Passing was the key to last game. Michael, you nailed it right there. What was working so well in the first half was the quick passing from this team, which was excellent to see. Where things started to go a little bit amiss in that third quarter was the Cavaliers started getting back in the game. You could sense that our team tightened up a little bit and just reverted back to that isolation ball, which is so ugly about our half-court offense. So let's very, very, very much hope that this team can do same sort of things in the passing department. We know how good this Clippers team can be defensively. Offensively, believe their offensive rating sucks. Their defensive rating is stellar, though. They are a defensive-first type of team. That being said, though, I mean, it also depends on who's playing for them. And today, it's pretty much full strength and full speed ahead for Tyronn Lue's boys. They looked like it was like a degree of comfortability. But the way I couldn't recognize either of the teams that were playing in that game. And I talked about it on the second channel. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I talked about Donovan Mitchell. I don't know if you guys saw. Donovan Mitchell with he was saying the Raptors, they just foul all the time and the refs don't call it. He was super salty after that game. Like, come on, Donovan. You just got locked up by OG. We don't need all that. Take a loss on the chin and move on, man. We don't need you to moan about the officiating, which I believe the Cavaliers got more free throws in that game anyways. Do I think Sky Barnes will get his 3-point stroke or so he'll be unstoppable? I mean, he's already showing shades of being a decent 3-point shooter. He doesn't need to be like a knockdown guy to be effective in this league. He's already shown that so far. But I imagine the 3-point percentage will continue to develop. Efficiency comes with age. That's a saying I like to use all the time. Efficiency comes with age. So he's 21 years old. Long way to go. I don't want his game to ever be reliant on that 3-point ball, though. I want him to be effective without it. That's just a little bit of gravy that just heightens everything else about his game. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell's just salty because he got locked up. He shot 4 for 16. He started chucking in the second half because he was frustrated. And in the other game, he was 3 for 11 against the Raptors. He's just pissed off that he had 2 bad games against us. He also lit us up opening night of the season. We won the game, but he lit us up. He had a really good game there. Holy shit. Gifted memberships coming in again by 905 Yada. Shout out to 905 Yada for dropping 10 more gifted memberships into the chat. Congratulations to all the brand new amateur hour Army veterans. 905 Yada showing the love in the holiday giving spirit. And congratulations to those 10 people who will be popping up the screen in just a second over here. But wow, 10 more from 905 Yada. That is why he's the GOAT. Really do appreciate that. And again, super grateful. Does not go unnoticed. Going the extra mile to support the channel. Again, truly am grateful for that. Guys, reminder, if you want to be able to receive one of those gifted memberships, you need to make sure you click on that little bubble on top of the chat right now over here in green. You need to click on that. When you click on that, you need to make sure that you have enabled the setting which allows you to receive one of those gifted memberships, because 905 Yada in the giving spirit, maybe some other people are as well, dropping in those gifted memberships. Some random chatters receiving it, lighting up in green. They get access to emotes, and that's just awesome to see. So thank you again so much for that, 905 Yada. We have him up here as the most recent gifted or member gifter, if you will, and very much recognized in this community. So appreciate it. All right. Looks like we're at about game time with the gifted members. I think we deserve a win tonight. So let's see if the Raptors can get it as they host the Clippers. Here we go, everybody. Raptors won 2 in a row. They've won 2 of their last 8, though. Can they keep the winning going here? Kawhi Leonard back in Toronto. And he gives it inside to Zubac. Kick out to Morris. Straightaway 3 is no good. Rebound by Barnes. Barnes interior pass to Juancho, outside to OG for 3. And that is exactly the way the Raptors wanted to start this game. OG Anunoby knocking down the 3-pointer. Love that from Juancho, by the way. Could have gone for a tough layup. Instead, kicked it to the open guy. Gets the assist. Just say dinner, sorry. And again, the 3 ball's fallen. It just makes everything better. Let's see if we have it tonight. Reggie Jackson for 3. Off the mark. It is a shot clock violation. It is wrong. Thank you, Adam. I got a lot on my mind. Sometimes I forget. There we go. Appreciate it. All right, Raptors up 3-0. OG with the corner three. 1 minute into the game. Fred carrying the ball forward. Handoff to Siakam, who gives it to OG. Juancho peeling that up top. Let's see what sort of action they have here. OG one-on-one with Morris. And as he goes up for the layup, he is... I guess Zubac might get a block for that, but OG just bit a little bit too much off there. Zubac out to Jackson. Raptors do a good job to track back in transition. Jackson to Paul George, corner three. And Paul George, if you leave him open like that, he's going to hit it. How do you guys like these Clippers jerseys? I like them. Fred to the rim and lays it in with a left off the glass. I think we're at a turning point. They figured out the Lions how to play with each other. Let's hope. 2 games isn't the most telling thing, but let's definitely hope that's the case. Don't forget to smash that like button. Raptors get the steal. Siakam gives it to Van Vliet, who goes up for the layup and hits it in transition. And an early timeout being called by the Clippers. Raptors just getting to them a little bit early here. Couple of buckets and a turnover and a finish. Raptors lead the league in steals and they lead the league in points off of those turnovers. So as much as the three-point shooting has not been there, the defense and turning defense into offense has been there. That's a part of their game plan. If we can get everything else to kind of click a little bit alongside that, this team is talented enough to be a very dangerous team in the NBA. Positive start for the Raptors. Wingspan is very useful. When they measured him, the Raptors measured him. I think Scotty measured in at about 7'2" on the wingspan. When the Raptors measured him, he was like 7'4". So he's long. We've been knowing that. Miss Norm Powell. I mean, look, he asked me last year. I'm still not unhappy with the trade. You got Gary Trent Jr. You paid him less than you would have had to pay Norman Powell. Gary Trent had been great for the Raptors. Kind of fallen off a little bit this season, but that was a good trade for the Raptors to make. 100% from three. One for one. 100%. Hey, math is math. I like these Clippers jerseys as well. 100 people, thank you so much for joining. I guess a lot of people tuning in today as the Raptors take on the Clippers. 46 likes so far. Ugly number because that was Aaron Baines' number. So if you are enjoying the content so far, please make sure you have dropped a like. Oh, a nice little Norman Powell tribute coming up here. I believe this is Norm's first game in Toronto since the trade. I could be wrong on that, but nice little Norman Powell tribute going on here. He embraced the city. He was from LA, but he embraced the city, was a big part of our success. And like they show that steal against the Pacers. Honestly, that like as insignificant as maybe one play is, that steal against the Pacers is a turning point for the franchise. Think about that series. That helped turn the series around. That helped turn the game around, which turned the series around. And if the Raptors lose that series to the Pacers, they probably give up on that core earlier, and we don't win a championship. Like, as small as it may be, the domino effect of what Norman Powell accomplished for this team, starting the spark plug off the bench, is very significant to our history, and it's important to recognize that. So I'm glad to see he's getting his ovation here. I'm glad to see the Raptors giving him that tribute because he absolutely, absolutely deserves it. And he's smiling. He's happy. Having a little bit of fun. We are Baines. Throwback. I still have that shirt. I don't wear it really anymore, but I still have my Baines shirt. Here's a great Raptor. Great way to describe it. A great Raptor. Understand the grind, baby. All right. Back in action here. Kawhi Leonard for three. Way off the mark. Fred VanVleet rebound gives it to Siakam. Siakam fouled as he's going up, and we'll see if they get shots. I don't know if he'll get shots for that. We will see. But 50 likes, and we're not even close to the end of the first quarter. Let's try to keep that going if you are enjoying, guys. And remember, I do watch parties like this for every Raptors stream. And on top of that, I do videos. While I had my notifications muted, we got a big dono from, I'm assuming this is Colin Box Breaks, Colin BB, who donated $5. Thank you much to Colin for the big donation. Appreciate that. Sorry I didn't recognize it right away. I forgot I had muted my notifications as there were 10 gifted members coming in, and I didn't want them all to like have the same audio cue. So again, thank you so much to Colin for that, and my apologies for the delay. Morris in the corner for 3, and got it. 7-6 for Toronto. Like I always say, content's free. All I ask is you drop a like, but for people like 905 Yada for the gifteds, and people like Colin for the donos, it is always very, very, very much appreciated. Don't thank me. I'm thanking you for coming and hanging out. OG Van Barnes, what is up? 7-6 Toronto, 9:03 to go in the first quarter. We have just started here. Juancho with the layup. It's no good there. At a decent lane. I don't mind the shot. Kawhi in the corner. He's open for 3. Come on, guys. Kawhi does not hit. Okay. It's fine. Chaz, all I have. I can watch the game or hear. What? Oh, you can't watch the game or hear this. Well, chat is chat. You just my facial reactions to it. Barnes layup inside, picking on the smaller Reggie Jackson, and that's just what he's got to keep doing. Barnes, find those mismatches down low, exploit them with the size and the wingspan. As easy as that. Zubac to Jackson, 1-on-1 with Fred. Jackson in the paint, puts up the short 2 and gets it to go. Just put on the brakes and found some separation there. Van Vliet over half court. Ooh, nice little move inside. Kick out to OG in the corner. He steps in, moves in at Kawhi, but he's blocked by Leonard. Kawhi to PG in transition. The 3-ball is good. Got to pick up shooters in transition like Paul George, who will punish you. The Clippers are an excellent three-point shooting team, so can't give them those open opportunities. Siakam down low, past Zubac, and he's fouled. Nice little crafty move by Pascal to get himself to the line there. We could have had Paul George and Kawhi on the same team. Yeah, but then that's it. You would have lost all of your draft picks. You would have lost Siakam. You would have lost Fred VanVleet. You would have nothing. Yes, it's true. Kawhi demanded the Raptors trade for Paul George, and he would have stayed. The Raptors said, we're not trading every pick that we have for you. Sorry, bro. And, I mean, look, the Clippers have been so successful since they made that trade. They've won so many championships. They've been to so many finals that it's paid off big time for them, that trade. Zubac's layup is no good. Barnes some good defense on the inside, playing more interior-centric as the center, if you will, in this positionless game. And I think it's helped his game and helped the Raptors quite a bit. 11-10. Siakam in the paint. Backs away for 2. Tough shot. Doesn't go there. Rebound by Morris. Siakam still looking to get himself going so far tonight. Zubac down low. Mismatch. And Zubac is fouled. All right. Better than an easy layup with Fred VanVleet defending him. Just got caught in transition. Don't know if that's going to be shooting fouls. It looks like from Fred's reaction, it will be a shooting foul. Zubac is a fine free throw shooter. Nothing extraordinary, but he's a fine free throw shooter from what I know. Zubac hits the first free throw. Clearly didn't do anything. Well, there you go. It is what it is. Not one champ? No. I ain't jealous. I'm not jealous of a team that has never been to a NBA Finals in their entire history. I ain't jealous. I ain't jealous one bit. I'm jealous of their owner. I'll say that. A guy who spends a crazy amount. Siakam at the rim and just can't get the shots to fall early on in this game. He's very much a dominant first quarter player. Just rims out on that layup. I imagine the shots will start to fall very soon as Kawhi's hook shot drops and puts the Clippers up by 5. 15-10. Barnes on the inside over Morris, puts it in, and Barnes, he's just getting that hook shot to start falling again. Earlier on the season, it wasn't falling. Last season, it was automatic, and just recently, that's falling a little bit more and is important for the team. Reggie Jackson layup gets the bounce and is put in by Zubac. Was that in the cylinder? Nobody complained, but that was like, looked like it might have been to me. 17-12. Raptors looking to respond. Barnes, another layup, and another layup drops. Scotty Barnes, super effective for the Raptors so far tonight, keeping them just within touching distance of this game. Clippers should build a Blake Griffin statue. Kawhi Leonard airball in mid-range, rebound by Zubac, and it's out of bounds for a Clippers ball. Speaking of Blake Griffin, I've seen like a little bit of discussion about his Hall of Fame candidacy. What's your guys' take on Blake Griffin's Hall of Fame candidacy? I get he's had his All-NBA selections. I get he's had his All-Star selections. I think there's a conversation there, but I feel like we got to have a little bit more of a strict criteria when it comes to Hall of Fame candidacy. I think he could get in, but I don't think he'd have my vote. God forbid a player struggles for 6 minutes of a basketball game. (19-14) here. Gary Trent layup is good. Nice feed inside to Trent to hit that easy layup. Who was that Fred who made that pass? Wow, excellent pass by Fred there. Jackson stolen by Koloko. Raptors with an opportunity in transition. 5-on-3. Trent slows it down and decides to shoot in mid-range. It's way off the mark. It may have been blocked, but Koloko with a good board, if you'll call it that. Van Vliet to Trent. 8 on the shot clock here. Trent fights by Zubac, floats it up, and lets it drop. Injuries at plays career, but you can't just excuse that. Like, Derrick Rose is not going to be a Hall of Famer. Injuries have plagued his career. Morris for 3 responds and makes it a 4-point game. Siakam down low and turns it over. A little bit of a miscommunicado there on different wavelengths as Siakam looks to get himself going tonight. Trent has been significant off the bench so far. I think he's underutilized off the bench. I'd like him to get like 32 plus minutes off the bench, but he's been getting like mid-20s. I get, like, we haven't gotten the best from him, but I think he still deserves more time. He's been playing a lot better off the bench. Raptors down 4. Here's Kawhi, met by Fred VanVleet in the paint, and as Zubac goes up, he is fouled. Might be Koloko getting charged with that foul. Looks like Scotty Barnes is already going to come back in here. Zubac at the line, hits the first free throw. Could put the Clippers up by 6 on another make. Norman Powell checking in for the Clippers. All right, Zubac at the line again. And Zubac hits both. It's a 6-point game here. I'm getting word that VanVleet is headed to the locker room. hopefully back out soon. Siakam at the elbow. Jumper is off the mark. Yo, this guy sucks. Can we fucking trade this guy already? Everybody relax. God, Sky had 52 points the other night. I think we can give him a quarter off. Trent for three. Ooh, in transition, got the three ball as he fell over and brings it back to a one-possession game. Kawhi. And a offensive foul called against Powell. An illegal screen. Scotty Barnes has hit the deck, and he looks a little bit hurt here. 24-21. Barnes wincing a little bit, but he is on his feet. I'm sure he will be just fine. 24-21 in this game. Pascal, trash, garbage, awful Siakam is 0 for 5 from the field. He is he's so overrated. I hope the Raptors trade him. No. Tough start to the game for Pascal, no doubt. He'll have his time tonight, 100%. Tough start. Listen, we give other guys a full game of bad games, and he bails them out. He bails out an entire bad team sometimes. I think we can let this one slide for one quarter. Get him off here. We're timeout. Get him off here, and just let him rest up a bit. Get him back out there in the second quarter. And I have the faith that he will start to cook again. But thankfully, other guys are picking up the slack. A little bit too early for me to care too much about the box score. We'll go over that at the end of the first quarter just for the sake of it. But another game where Scotty Barnes is playing as the center for the Raptors, and another game where he is pretty locked in on both offense and defense, being aggressive and just picking on his mismatches, something that he just has not done enough of this season. Koloko over Birch. I mean, they both got their problems. Birch is not a good defender either. Neither would be my preference. But if I have to go with one, then Birch is not a great defender. So the size of Koloko and the youthfulness, I'd rather get bad minutes out of him than bad minutes out of Birch. But it's very clear we need rim protection. And we don't have it. We'll see if the front office responds in some way. How will you respond to these allegations, Masai Ujiri? You predict Garrett hit 3 after timeout. Well, I have no bet for you, but I will be watching keenly now. I just hope he does for the sake of the game. Scores around the league right now. Lakers up by 9 on the Magic with 2:20 to go in the second. Philly down by 13 to the Wizards with 5:20 to go in the second. Boston up by 4 early on Houston. Indiana up 1 early on Atlanta. And, of course, the Clippers up 24-21 on the Raptors. Siakam has 7 rebounds. Jesus Christ. You just need to... Oh, Raptors have 7 rebounds, not Siakam. I just saw a graphic. Wow, that's not very good, huh? Zubac is balling. Isaac, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Turner would be nice. You want Sabonis? That's an all-star. It's tough to get that level. He's an all-star. The way he's playing, he should be an all-star. If you trade for Reddish doesn't really solve it much. If you get him for like nothing, sure. But he doesn't solve much. Siakam in the lane, fighting to the glass and putting it in. There you go. Siakam gets his first bucket of the night. What do you get for Turner? I can't give up 2 picks for Turner. If you give up 1 and salary, maybe give them Gary Trent salary for, or maybe just Gary Trent and a pick for Turner, I'd consider it. If you can get him extended. Corner 3 for Morris rims out there. Raptors taking it the other way. Barnes at the elbow. The jumper is no good. That's not your game. That's not your game, bro. Don't need that. A bit of a heat check, but you don't need that. Morris to Batum. Powell off the screen. Kick out to Batum, who's open for 3. And he misses. Back rim and right back to him. Gets it to Morris for 3. Somebody didn't cover, but he misses as well. So Raptors, a couple of bailout spots there. Here's Barnes the other way to Siakam. 24-23 for the Clippers. Flynn pulls up mid-range. Okay, Malachi Flynn. And showing some positivity offensively for another game here. Kawhi. Kick out to Batum for 3. Misses this one as well. Does Batum get no respect here? That's twice we've left him open. Siakam decides he's going to pull up for 3, and that doesn't go. Rebound, Koloko. Nice job by Koloko. For a guy who's struggling, Siakam, that was an interesting decision to shoot there. Gary Trent spinning off of Powell. Obviously, a little bit of extra incentive between those two who were traded for each other, but Norman Powell comes up on top defensively. Kawhi fighting his way to the rim. No look pass to Norm in the corner. 1 minute to go exactly. Powell to Batum. Up top to Morris, who drives inside. Has a lane. Look at this ball movement. Man, oh man. That was a very, very nice play. And the Clippers free up Kawhi for an open corner 3, and he cashes that one in. Siakam one-on-one with Kawhi. To Scotty Barnes. Nice pass inside to Siakam, who lays it up and gets to bounce. Siakam, 2 for 7 on the night. 2 of his last 3, 2 for 8 on the night. 2 of his last 3 have gone in, though, getting himself back on track. Kawhi loses it, but a kick ball is called. How is that a kick ball? The ball hits his heel as they're running in the opposite direction. How is that a kick ball? That's just Kawhi dribbling it into his legs there. Oh, I don't agree with that call. I don't agree with that call. That's not Drake's kid. Hey, look, Push exposed him. One of the best diss tracks of all time. It made him stop being a deadbeat, so it must be his goddamn kid. Here's Morris. Long 3, no good. Rebound by Barnes. Great job by Scotty on the glass there. Raptors had the last shot of the quarter. Siakam. One-on-one with Paul George. Barnes, 6 seconds. Flynn, what can he do here? Fights his way inside. Tough shot off the glass and gets the bounce. Okay, Malachi Flynn. A 4-point first quarter. Paul George heaves it from half court. He's not Siakam. He doesn't hit it. And the Raptors, they lead it 29-27 after a impressive offensive display from the first quarter here. Good job by the Raptors. I'll be right back, guys. I need some water. My throat is dry, and I also need to go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. While I'm away, please make sure if you're enjoying the stream so far that you drop a like to support the channel and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Listen, Flynn's earned these minutes, 100%. I didn't think he had it in him, but he's been playing really, really well. And when he's playing well, the shooting and the craftiness is just something we're missing off the bench that makes a big difference. It actually, as soon as I started wearing that Flynn Sanity shirt, he's he's been going off. You're right, Isaac. It has somehow just coincided with it. So interesting. In the end of the first, Raptors up by 2. Next commercial break, I will go into the box score because I haven't done it yet. And the defense is the biggest thing, Yada. Because anytime he's been given an opportunity, his defense runs him off the floor. Right now, he's been a lot better. Fred VanVleet now back on the Raptors bench, thankfully. Oh, there's uncertainty about if he's going to continue to play tonight, but he is on the bench here. I can see him on the bench right now. Paul George, mid-range. Baseline J is good. Paul George is cooking tonight. 29-29. Paul George, a big reason why. Here's Malachi Flynn again. To Barnes. Handoff to Trent. Trent steps back. Decides to give it to Flynn, who steps back for 3. And Malachi Flynn hits the step back 3 and puts the Raptors up by 3. How about Flynn Sanity taking flight in the last week or two? Norman Powell to the lane, drives and lays it in past Gary Trent. How about these two going at it? They were traded for one another. Scotty Barnes to OG Anunoby, one-on-one with Paul George. Spins off, lays it up, and it's off the glass and away. Good defense there, maybe a foul, but no call. George with Barnes, good defense by Scotty, and Paul George just rims out on the fadeaway jumper. Other way goes Flynn, kick out to OG. Passes out to Trent now. And as he goes in the lane, he loses it and turns it over out of bounds for a Clippers ball underneath their own rim. The Flynn Reaper is always a good one. Fred VanVleet checking back in for the Raptors. Trae Young headed to the locker room. Norman Powell floats it up and in. Norman Powell having a good game so far for the Clippers. Puts them up by 1 again. 33-32. Barnes lasers it to Flynn on the outside. I like the confidence to go with the two guards of Flynn and VanVleet. Barnes for 3. Later in the shot clock, no good there. Boucher was lurking, couldn't grab the rebound. Boucher getting minutes early in this one after a very limited role last time against the Cavaliers. Paul George for 3, and he hits another one. Wow. Paul George is cooking for the Clippers. Raptors have not had an answer for PG thus far tonight. I was hoping he'd sit out as he played last night against the Detroit Pistons, but he's definitely here playing well. Let's go over the box score now. With it being Christmas, curious, any good Raptors-related gifts any of you received? Anything cool you'd like to report from a Raptors perspective? I got gifted something I really liked. Last year's 75th anniversary warm-up shirt. It's like the black and gold button-up. Really, really like that. I'll actually try to wear it for one of the next 2 streams. Forgot today, but really, really like that. I've had my eye on it for a while and was very pleased to receive that one. But let me know anything you guys got or any other celebrations where you got a gift. Going to the box score here. So Siakam obviously started 0 for 5, which not good. Since then, he's 2 for 3, getting himself on the board. What has been good, VanVleet, not forcing much. 2 shots, 2 makes, 4 points. OG had that early corner 3, but other than that, hasn't been tremendous here. Barnes, 3 for 5. He's looked great tonight. He's got 6 points and 7 rebounds and 3 assists. So partially lurking for a triple-double. Definitely in the hunt for a double-double tonight. Off the bench, Trent has been quite good. Flynn has been excellent off the bench. He's perfect for 3 shots, one of which from 3 for 7 points. Team stats, I imagine both teams are shooting the ball quite well. That is true. In fact, we are shooting it much better than they are. 50% from the field, 50% from 3. On their side of it, 42 from the field, 38 from 3. So it's the offensive rebounding being provided by Zubac, who has, I think he has 5 offensive rebounds. I'll verify that in just a second here. And I guess that's about it. Raptors need to do a better job of limiting those extra possessions because Ivica Zubac has 5 offensive rebounds tonight. So no specific rim protector here. Scotty Barnes playing the center. Maybe Zubac is just feasting a little bit over there. Leafs just scored. Good stuff. Justin Hall scored. Wonderful. If you have not done your All-Star voting for today, do that. Yes. Your 12-year-old nephew got a Harden step backs. I swear. Harden step back. What are those, like shoes? They are shoes. That's dope. I miss the days like that. And somebody said they got Raptors top shot moments. Oh, they received. Colin Bach received Raptors top shot moments. I'm not into that stuff, nor do I really understand it. But I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. Got a Raptors jersey. That's cool. Kawhi's. A Kawhi, that'd be dope. I want a Kawhi jersey. Oh, a Raptors jersey, and then Kawhi's and mascot Funko. I have the mascot Funko. It's in the background of my YouTube videos. Very, very nice Funko to have in the collection. OG jersey. Down under in Australia. That's nice. Hope you like that. Anunoby is a jersey I don't have. If he extends here, I should get, though. Flynn for 3 this time is no good. First miss there. You got Jordans. That's cool. I'm a big shoe guy. As you can tell, I like displaying shoes in the background. Nothing crazy, but I love shoes. What was your first shirt 5 years ago? That's cool. My first shirt ever, I was about 6, and I got gifted a Chris Bosh jersey back in his heyday as a Raptor. So that's how old I am. Because you have to feel like Kawhi. It doesn't feel like Kawhi is like dad coming on the Raps trying to show him up. Oh, that's a bad bucket to allow by Norm. No, Kawhi, I mean, it's just basketball, especially for him. It's just basketball, you know. We're out here trying to get a win just the same. How many shoes do I have? Like sneakers. I downsized a little bit. Scotty, nice take inside. Scotty Barnes looking really good tonight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 8 sneakers, and then I have like 2 pairs of dress boots, some dress shoes, 3 pairs of dress shoes. And then like some outdoor shoes. I just got some nice ones. But like sneaker wise, I think I have 8. Malkai puts it up, and it does not go from short range. I'll talk about the nicest ones I have at a next break. Norman Powell layup is no good. Rebound by Boucher. Brian got a Pascal jersey last year. That's dope. Siakam is one you like. I think anybody who won a championship, like you always talk about, I don't mind having like old players in my jerseys as OG is fouled going up. Like I have a Lowry jersey. That's never going to go out of style. Like Corey Joe, kind of weird, but look, it's an OVO jersey. It's number 6. Corey Joe's Canadian. That doesn't go out of style for me. Siakam, NBA champion, all-star, 2-time All-NBA. Never will go out of style no matter where he plays. Tracy McGrady, the retro one. I mean, they retroed it for a reason. Scotty Barnes, Rookie of the Year. That could go sour depending how his career goes, but I very much doubt that is going to be the case. Trade Trent before he opts out. Well, we know he's going to opt out, so don't worry about that. We know he's opting out. It's not a secret. OG at the line here, hits both and cuts into the lead. It's now a 2-point game. Got a few $500 bottles. That's quite something. I hope they taste good. I want the new Josh shoes. Yeah, I'm actually partially in the market for some new basketball shoes. Those jaw ones look like ones I could go for. As OG knocks down the transition three. I'm really into shoes. I don't spend like crazy amounts on my shoes, but I'm very much into shoes. I never buy resale though. I'm only a retail guy. I like the hunt of buying retail. Kennard for 3. Doesn't go. Actually, I sometimes buy resale. That's a lie. Oh, I lied. I have 10 pairs. Siakam layup is no good. I said 8. I have 10. I was wrong. I have 10. If the Clippers don't win the championship, do you think Kawhi will regret his decision to leave? No. In the day, he wanted to go to LA. I don't think he'll look back upon it regrettably. First ever jersey was a Jamario Moon. Is that guy in jail now? Didn't he run didn't he he got caught taking like money out of a player's health fund in the NBA? Him and a bunch of other players. I swear Jamario Moon like had law issues. Jamario Moon was... The Raptors were so bad that we actually had to like put a little bit of respect on Jamario Moon. It was crazy. I mean, shout out to the guy, the way he fought to preserve his NBA career as long as he did, because he came from out of nowhere to actually even have a career at all. But man, what a dark time for the Raptors. That's hilarious. Wrap up Nike Logan and pull back to the jaw shoes are nice. They look like shoes that won't be overly expensive either. I could see myself, and I like jaw. I could see myself getting a pair of those. Fred blocked in mid range. Here come the Clippers the other way. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Let's talk about shoes at a commercial or something. Kennard outside for Jackson for 3, and he puts the Clippers up 3. The Clippers knocking down the 3 ball with a good degree of consistency here. And they don't need to score as much, but they are hitting more threes. They are 7 for 19 for 3 as Siakam is fouled going up for a layup. Chance to chip into the deficit. 30 more points to 8.5 with 6 minutes. Yeah, you'll probably get that. A cult classic is a good way to describe it, Mario Moon. Who's another cult classic on the Raptors? Like, I think CJ Miles will go down as a cult classic of a player here. Who's another that could fit that mold as well? I don't know about Baines. Norman Powell should absolutely go down as a bit of a cult classic. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, yeah, I would respect a guy wearing a Rondé jersey. 2022. Ibaka would be nice. Fuck off with Turco Glue. No chance. Fuck Hito Turco Glue. No, Hito we don't respect here. Calderon's a lot more than a cult classic. Like, that's an all-time Raptor. Hansbrough, get missing with that. Lou Will, yeah, because, he's got the Drake song. He won... 6th man of the year. Yeah, I respect that. Siakam misses mid-range. Patty P, no. Terrence Ross, yeah, I don't feel it as much with T. Ross. Bismack, yeah, I can respect that. OG layup through contact puts the Raptors back up by 1. Master P, that would be fucking sick. I love a Master P jersey. Nah, fuck hands, bro. All right, back in the game here. (44-43) Toronto. Reggie Jackson with the right, and he gets it to go. High-scoring game here in Toronto. 45-44 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Offense on full display for both teams as Kawhi nearly picks it off of Siakam's dribble and turns it into 2, but it's out of bounds, and Raptors will have another shot with 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. Good game so far. Yeah. Siakam for 3. Pulls up, no good. Not been Siakam's game so far tonight. No, by any chance. You got Raptors -1.5, bro. That's a great price if you got a pregame. I don't believe you got a pregame, though. Gary Trent for 3. Rims out in the corner. Tough there. Freddie Gillespie, fuck that. No way. Could you imagine a Freddie Gillespie? There's people who have him, for sure, right? Oh, OG with the huge denial on Zubac there. Fred in transition turns it over. Oh, Freddie. Kawhi to Zubac. Puts it up, and he's fouled. With the Clippers up by 1. Siakam with a foul there. They should have 100% given Siakam that award. Man, a guy has not even a bad half. We aren't even at halftime yet. Guy has a bad 15 minutes, and you guys get so cheese. I actually hate it sometimes. This guy just won NBA Player of the Week. And we're bitching. He hasn't been good. But I ain't complaining about the way he's playing. Shots just got to start falling. Siakam rebound there on the Zubac miss. Not allowed to. I know. Nobody's wanted to trade him. I know we joke about it, but at least we haven't gotten that far. No, this is why you can't. Siakam is not consistent. You can't have him. Trent for 3. Raptors lead again. A lot of lead changes here. He's playing poorly. I ain't gonna deny that. He's playing poorly, no doubt. Corey Jolicola. I'd say not really, but it's like an OVO jersey. It's number 6, 6, like Toronto. He's Canadian. I don't know. It's a fun jersey. Paul George, another 3 in the second championship. Paul George, oh my goodness, is this guy going off? Trent in mid-range. Jumper is good. Wouldn't mind seeing Flynn close the quarter here. He's been playing fine. Imagine we get for him. Fine. Go ahead and imagine. What could we get for Siakam? Let me know. Give me your trade that makes us better for Siakam. OG, other way at the rim, and he's blocked by Kawhi, but it is a foul. OG will head to the line here. If OG threw that down, the place would have been jumping. 49-44, but OG is going to head to the line here to change that. All right, we're talking about shoes. So the shoes I have here, we've got the Air Jordan 1s, not reversed, the Shadow 2.0s, I think they were. Let's pull them up here. I won the raffle on these last year. I should wear them more, but I like them on display as well. Jordan 1 is my favorite silhouette. Some nice, nubuck on the gray. The black leather isn't great, but it's a nice looking shoe. Black and gray goes a lot. There we go. In my video backgrounds, I have the Nike. I don't know their SB Dunks, but they're Dunk Lows in the NBA 75th anniversary colorway. I'm not gonna get up and get them, but those are in the background of my YouTube videos. To be honest, though, I very rarely buy resale shoes, but those weren't expensive. And I saw them in a store once, in a resale store. I was like, man, those are so nice. So I bought a pair. Very happy with that. I've got other than that, I don't have a ton of Jordans. I got some Varsity Red 11, Jordan Varsity Red 11 lows. I don't really wear a lot. They're a bit tight on me. I have wide feet, which is a problem. Other than that, just some Nike runners, some Air Maxes. I don't even know the models that well on those. I'm big. I used to work at Adidas. I love Adidas shoes. I've got a triple white pair of Ultra Boost. I know they're kind of out of style. I don't really care what's in it. I like them. I just got a pair of Adidas 4D forward shoes. I got one of the Parley collabs. I can't believe 4D forward shoes going for like 50% off at Adidas right now. I got a pair of those in like burgundy and white. Those way nicer in person. I've got Nike Blazers, which I love. The high top Blazers and like the OG colorway, black and white. Those are fire. Those go through a lot. I got some, I don't even know what the model is. They're like a green and yellow Air Max low top shoe. Very, very nice. What else do I got in there? I just got a pair of Gore-Tex Ultra Boost. Those aren't like those are just walking dog in the snow. I love Gore-Tex shoes, completely waterproof. Nothing crazy really in my shoe collection. I'm more of these days of just I like a shoe, I buy the shoe. I'm not into like the hype around stuff as I maybe once was. That the small football's nothing. Don't worry about that. It's just a BS thing I have. Jordan 23s, your all-time. Jordan 23s, damn, that's a bit of a deep cut. Jordan 23s don't get a lot of respect. I gotta get some Jordan 4s one day. That I'm missing. I gotta get some Jordan 4s one day. Other than that, I mean, I could go for 12s. I'm not like dying to. I had a pair of 12s. I'm not dying to get them. I need a pair of 4s. I need a pair of Air Jordan 4s though. All right, back in it here. OG hit both free throws, and then the Clippers responded with Reggie Jackson there. It is 51-51. Gary Trent off of a screen, mid-range, short jumper, just gets that soft touch and rolls in, puts the Raptors up by 2 here. 2 minutes ago in this offensive showcase from both teams, 53-51. Love the game so far. Norman Powell open for 3, and we know you can't really let him get those shots. Norman's looking great. Norman's looking really good. The foul by Leonard, no, he's going for the ball. He's going for the ball. Siakam spins off, puts it up, and it just doesn't quite go. My only beef with shoes is I like being comfy, and my feet are very wide, so a lot of times they just compress my feet so much on the sides that there's some shoes I just can't wear for extended periods of time. So I like Adidas because Adidas shoes are just super comfy all the time. Nikes, as much as I love them, some of them could be so painful to wear. Bo Jackson Air Trainer Raiders shoes. I don't even know what those look like. 2 shoes I need. I need a pair of 4s one day when a nice colorway comes out and I win a raffle. And these Bo Jackson trainers, I don't even know if that's a model. 54-54 though. Rebound falls to the Clippers here. I need a pair of the OG colorway of the Air Max. What do they call it? Air Max more up tempos as Norm dunks it. Jesus Christ, can we defend this guy? Air Max more up tempos, the one with the big air on the side. The black with the white outline on the Air text on the side. I want those. I gotta have those one day. I used to sell shoes as well. I worked at Adidas. I was their footwear expert. OG outside to Van Vliet for 3. Doesn't go there. That's one you want him to have. He's open there. That's just one you want him to have. Clippers get out in transition, and Reggie Jackson makes it a 4-point game. When was the last time Raptors played on Christmas? 2019. The only time as well. Yeah, the Vince Carter shocks. Those are a bit of a deep cut. Those are like more. Those aren't that nice. They're more sentimental. Siakam wants a foul call, and he does not get it. But then a second official comes in and decides also to not give it, but they do give it off of Clippers. So it's out of bounds for a Raptors ball here. Not an Adidas guy. Adidas not as pop. I like Adidas. I've always liked Adidas. Company worked for made a deal with Nike, got customs. That's dope. I'd love some customs. Why does Norm give his best bid against? Why the fuck do you think? Nice pass by Siakam, down low to Thaddeus Young. Why does a player that used to play for a team that we traded away in his prime have a higher incentive to play against us? I do have a pair of New Balance. I have a pair of 574s, which I am a fan of. But I'd go for other ones. They're a little bit too expensive, some of them. I'm a fan of New Balance. I love New Balance soccer cleats. Underrated. I fucking need a pair of the New Balance 442 V2 Pros. I need a pair of those for soccer. 58-56. Morris, one-on-one with Thaddeus Young. Step back in mid-range and doesn't go, but a foul's been called. I would like to see a replay of that. Let's see. Okay, here's a replay. Morris, yeah, he's doing his thing. Are they saying they don't let him land there? Oh, the Nike Air Mag back shoes. Yeah, I don't have $20,000 to spend on those. Well, I do, but I'm not going to spend it on Air Max. All right, Morris puts it in. Play Humber. Were they good? I don't know, maybe. Still cool. When is Stevie Wonder start rapping? If you ever want to see some Stevie Wonder content, one time at like a charity event, they made him shoot a free throw. Stevie Wonder. If you're thinking that's weird, it is. He missed by a lot. 104 the comfy. I'd go for like some 997s as well, but there's some of them are a bit expensive. He did not hit it. No. He was not close. All right, 60-56, 3.5 seconds for the Raptors to come up with something. Siakam at the buzzer, not the same result as the Cleveland game. So not a bad half. Offense is there. Defense, I'd like to tighten up a little bit. Rebounding, I'd also like to tighten up just a little bit more here. But we are in this game down by 4 at the half. They told him it was a bucket. I don't know if they told him. Well, maybe. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The Ja Morant shoes are coming out. So I haven't played basketball in quite a long time in like any meaningful way. But sometimes I like to just like hit a gym if I'm invited out. The shoes I've been wearing like the last, because I don't play enough to burn through shoes. I've been wearing these since like grade 11. I have the Kyrie 2s. And number one, they're a little bit outdated. Number two, I don't want to wear Kyrie shoes anymore. Ja Morant's new shoes are piquing my interest a little bit. They just got released. I think on Christmas Day they were unveiled. They like don't look like anything crazy. I don't think they'll be overly expensive, but I could see myself getting a pair of these if they come out with some interesting colorways here. But these are solid. These are solid. I can work with these. Also the LeBron, I think LeBron 20s. Is that the one that's out right now? Yeah, I very much love this colorway of the LeBron 20s and this black one. I think these ones came out so well. I saw these in store when I was in New York about a month ago, and they're quite nice for basketball. The Ja Morant shoes are coming out soon, so we'll see how much they cost when that happens. Hopefully, they're not too expensive. The silhouette, those shouldn't be. Nike really shouldn't be charging any more than $180 for those. Those should be like $160 shoes, I think. I don't really care like what people think of me if I wear Kyrie shoes. It's just like I don't like the guy. I don't want to represent that, so. Just for me, I don't like. It's not for like. I'm not worried about. Oh, you support? No, it's. I don't really like them. I play basketball when I can. I'd like to play more than I do, but I want to join like an intramural team somewhere. I'm not good at basketball by any means. But I do like. I mean, I like basketball. I like playing. Soccer is what I play more. I unfortunately am not in a soccer league. I've almost joined a couple, but I would very much like to be in a soccer league. Anybody in the GTA who plays in a soccer league and wants, listen, you want the ball to stay out of your net. I'm a good defender. You want the ball to go in the other net a lot. I can bang in goals. You want somebody to control midfield. I could do that as well. If you want, if anybody, I swear to God, if you're in the GTA, you need a soccer player. And I played like I don't want to. I hate talking about myself. I played university soccer. I'm good at the sport. If you need a player, I swear to God, I'll join your team. If you're on a crappy basketball team and you want a guy who will get boards and hit layups, I'm happy to do that as well. I'm 100% serious. I'm looking for sports teams to join. I never even thought to ask people here, but if you're in the GTA, listen, I know I could join random teams at the hangar. I know I could do that. I don't want to do that. If you are at the hangar, if you are on a team, you have a team set, and you need like another body, and I can play. I literally play any position, and I'll come out and play. I need to get some reps. I don't play cricket. Soccer, football. Well, whatever you want it to call it. I'm looking to play basketball or soccer. Basketball, I'm not good. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm not bad. Soccer, I am good. So if you need either, hit me up. Hit my DMs at Gramegna, Twitter or Instagram. All right, enough about me begging people to put me on their sports teams. Let's go over the box score from the games. Okay, let's talk here. Actually, let's go through chat a little bit. Fred is decreasing a bit. It could go down a bit more. It must be a bit tough, I think, for the adjustment. He spoke about that with Will Liu recently in a practice. It could stand to go down a bit more. I don't think any shot he's taken today has been out of rhythm, though. He's only taken 5 shots. None of it, again, has been out of rhythm. If he's wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3, he has to take it 11 times out of 10. Making it has become more difficult for him right now, but I think that will start to fall. Let's just finish up chat before we go to the box score. Again, we got how Press going to look coming back. Those guys, 6 man this year. I think he'll take a lot of the Coloco minutes. We'll see, though. Yeah, Siakam's struggling. We've seen it. No worries. We drive to... depends on the day. If it's a Thursday, maybe. It's a Wednesday, though. See, Raptors are a bit... Raptors, Thursday's the best day to avoid Raptors. You play on Wednesdays, though. That'd be the only difficulty. I don't play baseball. I could probably be I'm a good defensive player. I can... easy plays, I'll make 100 times out of 100 in the outfield. I got a good arm. I can't hit for shit. I cannot bat. I cannot hit anything. So no, I don't play baseball. If you want me, you got me saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Hockey, I don't play hockey. If you've got a ball hockey team, sure. Ice hockey, I don't have the equipment. My hockey experience is playing on the backyard lake in my school days, which I'm just not good really. No, I play soccer competitively, or I did my whole life. Basketball is a hobby, which I enjoy, but I can skate. I'm not great at it, but I can skate. I cannot skate backwards very well. No, I can skate forwards. I can stick handle. I can pass well. I can shoot mediocrely. I cannot play defense in hockey. That's for sure. All right. With that, let's transition now. Enough about me. I'm dead ass though. If you have a basketball or soccer team, I am absolutely dead ass. I will play if you're in my area. I can hockey. Yes, I can hockey stop. I can absolutely hockey stop. Will the Raptors be featured on TNT? I think we have a game against the Bucks. I think the January 2nd game is on TNT. Or no, it's on ESPN. Maybe not TNT, though. I don't know if it's the same, but it is on. I believe that game is ESPN. All right. Box score time. So from their perspective, Paul George is going off. Norman Powell's going off. Nobody else is really going off. Well, Reggie Jackson is playing well, but that's enough. That's enough for them. Only Norm has scored off the bench. The rebounding has been big for them. From the Raptors' perspective, you're getting a solid game from Barnes and Anunoby. Siakam has 9 points, but it's a down game from his perspective, which I can forgive given how he's played so far. He's the Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That is no small feat. Fred is 2 for 5, 5 assists. He's minus 11, so some negative things are happening for some reason when him and OG are on the floor. So hopefully that can clean up in the second half, but I don't think Fred has been that bad tonight. From the bench, Gary Trent Jr. has been excellent. Malachi Flynn has been excellent. And let's just hope to get a little bit more of an impact out of Boucher, but he has been fine from us off the bench. Raptors going with a deeper bench today, going with 5 guys off the bench rather than the 3 from the Cleveland game. From a shooting standpoint, Raptors are shooting the ball quite well here. I'll take these numbers. I will take these numbers like every day. 49 from the field, 36 from 3. We're keeping them to, they're not keeping them to anything. Those are good numbers. 46 and 39 for them. Rebounding, I'd like to clean up. They've rebounded 26 to 22. I like to win that category. The Raptors usually have to win that category. I don't know about the sustainability of our shooting, so would like to start getting ahead in that. Turnover-wise, they've committed 1 more. That's an area as well where we need to take advantage. We have the most steals in the NBA per game and the most points off the turnovers in the NBA. That is how we win. But overall, I can't be too upset with the way that went. The Clippers are at full strength. They are a good team. We are playing against them moderately well. Let's see where we can go as we look to get into the second half. Nike Mag Back to Future shoes on StockX for 105. 105. I thought those shoes were like 10,000. Like 6 years ago, I thought they were like $10,000 shoes. God damn. Good goal in hockey? No, I'm not flexible. I can't do that. I never said I was good at hockey. Bro, you can't believe, I never said I could. Like, I was very open about the fact that I can't play hockey. I like roller skating. I suck at it, but kind of. I do suck at that. What else we talk about here? I'm a big body. If you want me to fucking crank people, I can do that in hockey. Oh, we got HP and Cheeto. That's funny. Coach Soccer Ryan Jerry Fantasy Pituin. I definitely consider it. I am looking to play a bit. You got money on OG making 4 or more threes. He's got, what has he got? 1 tonight? Maybe, no, he's got 2. OG, he's got 2 threes. 4 or more, you must have gotten like, has to be like plus 200 on that, something around there. Can you play Never Hockey or not? No, I cannot. Nor would I want to. Soccer or basketball. That's it. If you don't have nothing, that's fine. Like I'm not like not desperate here. I'm looking for some fun. Clippers' toughest test yet for our bench. Clippers' toughest test yet. I don't know about that. Our bench isn't playing to full strength. Fred is in I would have called 2 of 5 a slump. Like that's 40%. That's his average. That's Fred being what he is when he's like at his best from just a straight up field goal standpoint. The over 2 from 3 though, we'd like to see that improve. But halfway through a game, like I don't. This isn't like Fred causing a detriment to your team right now. Did I see Pirtle? Lovely way to spell Pirtle, by the way. Go off last night's win. I actually did not. I just in general, I guess, wasn't as in tuned around the league as I have been on other days. I have the Spurs to cover the first half spread today. Let's hope they do that. They are behind that pace at the moment. Van Vliet's signature shoe is supposed to be as good as Kobe's. I wouldn't know. Would I try MMA? I'd try boxing. I don't think I'd do MMA. I'd try boxing. If somebody wants to fight me for charity, it'd be a good excuse to get in really good shape. I'll fight somebody for boxing. What's Fred VanVleet's signature shoe? Fred VanVleet's signature shoe. He's got the and one. Oh yeah, does Fred still wear and ones? Oh, it's the Li Ning, the same company as Dwayne Wade. Yeah, they make great shoes, by the way. The Way of Wades. I don't know if that's still the Dwayne Wade line, but those are good shoes. So Fred is like, this is a solid brand of sneakers. I wouldn't like, these are kind of nice. I wouldn't even mind owning these to play basketball in. I'd rock the Fred VanVleet shoes as my ball shoes of the future. Leaning Speed 9 Premium. Is that what he's wearing? $120 on Foot Locker. I mean, yeah, I could see myself wearing that. The Li Ning store. Sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. They've got the Fred VanVleet kicks. Some Fred VanVleet pants. Here we go. The Speed 8 Premium Fred Van, like Raptors colorway. What are they? They got my size. US. They don't have my size, but I could see myself wearing that. Why not? I support Fred. Maybe in store if I see them. Travis Scott's too expensive. I don't want to call anybody out. I have the problem with boxing though. To actually fight somebody in boxing, I feel like I'd have to not like them. I don't know if I could fight somebody I just genuinely don't have a distaste for. You know, it's not in my character to do that. Boxing would be fun though. Maybe if it was like charity incentive. I'd be so competitive though. I would hate to lose a fight. I don't know. Maybe one day. Fred used to be and one. I was gonna say I don't know when he swapped. I know he did swap though. Fight Logan Paul, he'd kick my ass. But that'd be a guy that I would like to fight, but he'd kick my ass. You got a pair of Fred VanVleet's and ones? That's dope, man. When am I going to Gary, Indiana? I was actually looking at Boxing Day flight packages to Chicago, which is somewhat close to Gary, Indiana. And unfortunately, the Blue Jays schedule, there is no game at Wrigley Field this season. I was actually going to go to one of those games, or at least try to, and would have tried to make a stop at Gary, Indiana on the way. I'm not even joking, but the Jays do not play at Wrigley Field this season, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like it'll be on the cards this year. Fight Nate Robinson. I'd fight Nate Robinson. That'd be fine. Fight Bagel Boss. I don't even know who that is. All right, we are back for the second half here. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure you are subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. As OG lays it in to start the half, subscribe to Amateur Hour Sports for a watch party like this for every single Raptors game and videos coming out all week that break down the team, analyze the games, etc. Subscribe for 6 to 7 pieces of Raptors content a week. If you're just enjoying the stream, having a good time, best thing you can do to support is drop a like. Let's try to get to 100 likes on today's stream as Zubac slams it down on the inside. Content is free. All I ask is that you do drop a like. And the option, as Wancho misses a 3, the option is always there to go the extra mile, like Yada, who donated 10 gifted memberships today, and Colin Boxbreaks, who gave out the dono as well today. You can go the extra mile, but all I ask is a simple like. Audio images, first ever watch song. No worries. He's doing a watch song. Good for him. Josh Goody always sends love to Raptors. Oh, I love Josh. Me and Josh are like kind of coworkers. Okay, I know I teased it a while ago. Me and Josh Goody of Raptors Digest. There is once again we're firing up plans to once again work together on an NBA betting show with the Hammer Betting Network. That is. The talks for that to happen have resurfaced from the dead. You have to be a member to gift memberships. So a collaboration project, a weekly project with Josh Goodwin is in the works, and I expect to happen at some point. How to join? There should be a plus button or a join button underneath the stream or in the chat. Launch over 3 and air ball. And indeed, get that garbage out of here, Bullet Bill, who donated that sound alert on Twitch. Indeed, get that garbage out of here. Doesn't show up on mobile all the time. That's correct. Kawhi cross-court pass is deflected away by Barnes. It is 63-58. Of course it still works. Oh, shout out Goody. I should shout them out more. Josh Goodwin. He basically put me in contact with people who gave me a job. I owe a great deal of my livelihood to Josh Goodwin. Siakam transition bucket goes in. No, me and Josh have a great relationship, and again, I am beyond grateful for him setting me up with the current job I'm in. Marcus Morris, one-on-one with Juancho, lays it up to Zubac on the inside. Zubac causing the Raptors problems today. This time, the Raptors, seemingly get the stop, but a late whistle is called, and Zubac will be heading to the free throw line again here. Acknowledge, enjoy. Holiday season, nice little break for some people. Enjoy a little bit of time off. That's right. We talk all the time. We talk like every day. We have a little work group chat. You know, I was thinking about shoes. I actually am considering going for some Fred VanVleet silhouettes. If I see him in store somewhere, I could rock with them. VanVleet to Juancho. Come on, Juancho. For 3, no good. And that's just the next level Juancho's game. He's been a good role player, as I mentioned. But those open threes, we need those from Juancho as well. We brought him in to hit those. 67-60. This is the largest lead for LA tonight. Not a great start to the half for the Raptors. Third quarters have been a bit of our demise in the last month or so. Let's make sure today is not that day. This is a potential timeout spot for the Raptors, but they give it to Juancho for 3 again. This one is off as well. So Juancho getting some great looks, just cannot hit the threes here. Jackson out to Morris. Now Kawhi in the corner. Really need to stop right now. Kawhi, fadeaway. Doesn't go. Timeout would be something I'd consider here, but the Raptors want to keep it rolling. Siakam to VanVleet, deep 3. This would be big, and it rims out for Fred. He's 0 for 3 from 3 now. Raptors 5-19. Paul George transition layup is good. That's got to be a timeout. Still, that's got to be a timeout now. 9-point game. Nurse is letting them fight through it. Siakam on Jackson down low. Okay, good play. Finding the mismatch there. Great job. Good bucket. Come on. Scotty Barnes trying to get the guys going again. Not Guy Flynn about to check in. I mean, a guy who's been hitting shots for sure. But Juancho, those shots, man. Jackson corner 3. No good. Nice job by OG to bat that rebound away from Zubac. Siakam other way. 69-62. Out to VanVleet. To Barnes. You have OG. You have OG. Had OG. Didn't see him. They want Siakam mismatch with Jackson again. Out to OG. Now OG's got a catch and shoot 3. Doesn't go. Barnes with the rebound. Give it to Fred. Steps inside. Hand off to Barnes. Going up with a layup. He's fouled. And 1. Big bucket from Scotty there. 5-point game. Chance to make it a 4-point game. And a nice mini run here by the Raptors just to keep the Clippers within striking distance, where things could have got a little bit ugly there. And it's the shooting once again causing problems for the Raptors. Juancho with 4 great looks, 3 great looks, 4 good looks to start the half. And either 3 or 4. Just gotta get those to drop for Juancho, man. He's a good player. He does great things. The shooting just needs to be better. Barnes with a double-double, and we're 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Wow. Kawhi one-on-one with Barnes. Turnaround J is good. And Barnes is a little bit late on the switch. Not really his fault. And Kawhi, give him an inch. He'll take advantage. Barnes out to Siakam. Now Flynn. Gary Trent steps past Kawhi. Zubac help defense, and Gary Trent can't hit the tough shot. 6-point game. Clippers have led by 9 here. Paul George having an excellent game, feeds Zubac, and that's an easy 2 for him. I don't know, things not going your way right now. A timeout wouldn't be the worst decision in the world from Nick. And okay, there we go. Going for the timeout, down by 8. Clippers just pulling away a little bit here. And you can chalk it up to the shooting. Raptors have had good looks. They've had good opportunities with the ball. It's just a 3 ball not falling. Juancho, guy who's not been really hitting them. And on the other side, and another guy, Van Vliet, another good look there, just does not hit. These are the wide open looks that last season Fred making in his sleep, essentially, that just right now he just has not really been able to get those to fall, unfortunately. Man, those are so big. You get those shots back from Fred, just those comfortable, wide open catch and shoot threes that are not there. And Malachi Flynn should come back in. I think he is back in now. Guy who can make a difference in those areas, which, I mean, so happy to report. We can finally talk positively about Malachi Flynn, me specifically, because I am admittedly very hard on him. What's something Nurse needs to work on? Well, the half-court offense still is a problem. The play calling in tight situations or in close games, in late close clutch calls. Clutch play calling is bad. Game management is sometimes questionable with his timeout usage. But I'd say the offense overall, especially in clutch situations, is my big thing. Try for a minute quickly. He's been getting a ton of minutes, though, has he not lately? I don't know. It did part. How much you'd have to give up. Trade for Bol. I don't know. Bol's playing well. I don't know how keen the Magic are to moving him. I don't know how much he really solves here. I'd rather go for a more established rim protector, a more reliable rim protector like Pirtle or Turner if you can afford those. Turner would be nice, of course. Jakob Pirtle's still the guy I am very, very focused on in these trade markets. He'd make such a difference. I mean, look at the way Zubac is beating you up tonight. Jakob Pirtle ain't letting that happen. No, sir. Kawhi Leonard, I mean, look, we're focusing on him. It's just, they've got other guys who are doing really well against us. All right, down by 8, 73-56. This is just one of those key pockets of the game where things can just really run away from you if you're not careful. And it's also a pocket of the game where you just got to start hitting some shots to get yourself back in action, back on form. Again, the way these games can flop so quickly and just spill out of control. Make sure you're checked in and on point here. Flynn to Siakam. Now Barnes one-on-one with Zubac. Take him on. Zubac with some good defense, but it's not enough as Scotty Barnes still puts it in. When we've needed some big buckets tonight, Scotty Barnes has been the man to provide. There was 30 NBA teams who passed on Bol. And from what we've seen from his career so far, for good reason. Siakam just gets bait on the pass there, and Reggie Jackson nails the 3. They're relentless with their approach on three-pointers, and it is killing us here because we cannot match the pace of the offense being set by the Clippers. Siakam one-on-one with Morris. Out to Barnes. Opts to step inside instead of taking that open 3. Siakam going one-on-one with Zubac. Taking him on, putting it up, and missing, but he's fouled, heading to the free throw line and chip into this 9-point deficit. Do we currently have a stretch of 5, or is this something to do you think we currently have a stretch 5? Not really, no. I'm not asking, like, a stretch five would be nice, but I'm more concerned about the just the rim protection they'll provide. Yeah, the All-Star game's in Utah. Weird spot for an All-Star game. The lovely tourist attraction that is Utah. Siakam misses both free throws. Man, not his night tonight by any means, and it's hurting us. Man. Morris to Zubac with the right, and his presence in the paint. There's no answer for it. Zubac is dominating the Raptors tonight, and the Clippers up to an 11-point lead now. Trent to Barnes, has a lane, and why did he spin and not just lay it up with his left hand? And then it's called for the loose ball foul. Why did he spin? Why did he just not lay it up with his left hand there? That was a strange decision. Fred VanVleet's points, like, if you want to talk about his points, Fred VanVleet's points have been a lot better the last 2 weeks. Today, bad. His points have been a lot better. Are we shopping Boucher? I don't think he's off the table, but I don't think we're shopping him. Paul George again. He's been cooking. Steps into a three. Man, Paul George tonight is killing us, and the Clippers now up by 14. They are slaughtering us and taking advantage of our inability to shoot the ball. Trent floater is good. 3-point shooting has killed the Raptors in the third quarter and has been everything, or a lot of what's been working for the Clippers. That and the interior game of Ivica Zubac tonight. Reggie Jackson layup is good. Another shot at the rim that falls with a relative lack of resistance there. OG step back in mid-range is no good. Clippers chance to further this advantage. Jackson inside to Zubac. Double comes, but he fights through it and is fouled again. Zubac having everything he likes here tonight. He's got a 17-point double-double and going back to the line again. Reggie Jackson, Paul George killing the Raptors tonight. Clippers are now up to 42% from three. Raptors down to 5 for 20 after starting very positively in that number. They've missed all 6 they have taken in the quarter. Zubac missed the first free throw. What's possible after and shoot Boucher? A lot higher than 0. Third quarter has consistently been a problem, yes. Rim protection and shooting, still something being missed here. 2 is not. I want to be serious about our rim protection. Shooting is killing the team at the moment. Can they find something, though, to finish the quarter? Trenton mid-range, no good. Nice tip in by Thaddeus Young. Let's try to make it a 10-point game here. Do we currently start there? You tell me. Who started at center tonight? There's your answer. Stolen by Thad, but a kick ball is called there. Not a lot of complaints, so they may have gotten that one correct. Oh, Roman, too quick for me. Thank you, Roman. Kawhi Leonard gives it to Kennard, who's checked in for 3. No good. Tipped out of bounds for a Raptors ball. Okay, down 12. 3:26 to go. So an important 3.5 minutes coming up for the Raptors. Are they going to be able to have a chance at this game? Barnes to Thad. It's got to start with somebody here. Thaddeus Young. Clippers defense has picked up a bit, but there have been plenty of opportunities for open threes here as Kawhi picks off the pass from Scotty Barnes, takes it in transition, and is fouled by Trent, and they're going to count the bucket as well for an and one. Fred for Clint. No. We're not that desperate for a big to trade Fred for Kapa. Ain't no way I'm doing that. Ain't no way I'm doing that. Look, we can get a better big, or one that suits us maybe a bit better. We don't need to give up Fred to get it. Tell you that. All right, a 3-point play there for Kawhi, and it's their biggest lead of 15. Siakam is fouled going up there. They will not give him continuation. A timeout's been called, and it's an 86-71 game. Third quarter, Raptors only down by 4 going into it. It spiraled out of control here. Lack of shooting by the Raptors and anything but for the Clippers. This is where we are right now. Need to pick it up if we want any chance even to come close in this one. I'll be right back, guys. I am going to go to the bathroom. Do not go anywhere. And if you're enjoying the stream, please make sure to like while I'm gone. Let's try to get to 100 likes on today's stream. Okay, so plenty of time here for the Raptors to make a difference, make a comeback in this game, but obviously looking bleak at this point. Both teams look good on offense in the first half, but where the Raptors' offense has dried up in this kind of a shootout we had in the first half, back and forth changes in leads. Second half been a completely different story. Clippers continuously to barrage us with a 3-point clinic. They are 11 for 27. Raptors, other end of the spectrum, have yet to hit a 3 in this quarter. Third quarter woes continue, and 3-point shooting woes continue over here. Siakam's having a good free throw shooting season. Today, an exception, but it's like that New York Knicks game. He went 9 for 11, I think it was. On the season, I'd be a bit surprised if he wasn't above 75%, which would suggest he is going 2 for 2 a lot of the time. Gary Trent with the right. No good there. Maybe I'll eat my words here. Siakam's shooting 78% from the free throw line. So if you're shooting above league average, then... or about league average. We can't really have them any problems. 78's fine. Norm sidestep for 3 is good, and the 3-point barrage continues. This game is out of hand for Toronto now. 11 for 15 from them in the quarter. Siakam puts it up and is fouled and one there. I cannot ask for much more than 16 for 18. Wow. I generally cannot ask for much more than Siakam to be shooting 78% from the line, given how much more he's shooting from there this season. It's not over. It's pretty far from our reach, but it's not over. Norm's killing us. PG's killing us. Like, you're not even getting that good of a Kawhi game. Fred's not doing much for your offense. Siakam's having a bad night. Norm down low. Another dunk for him. Norman Powell is killing us. Yes. Raptors have no answers on defense tonight. This is like, yeah, this is screaming for a Boucher entrance. The non-Zubac minutes, Boucher's been a bit underutilized. Yeah, people are going to say it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. Look what the Blazers got for Norm. It was a good trade for us. Norm fighting past Gary Trent again, and he's fouled. It's just far too easy for the Clippers in this quarter, and they are taking more than taking advantage of our play. Oh, God. Got to pick shit up here. After those two wins in a row, 2 impressive wins, I was expecting better fight from this team, but it has been a disaster of a third quarter here. They were up by 4 at half, and they currently sit up by nearly 20 points. Well, to continue to tank, you would have already had to have started, so that point doesn't make any sense. I mean, this doesn't change my thoughts. I'm not going to blow up over one game, but this is back to how they were playing for much of that losing streak here. Trent inside floater is good. Gary Trent having a big game here. World Juniors were tough. And Norman Powell, a lot of the cause of the Raptors' demise tonight in his return to Toronto. Powell steps into a 3. Finally, a miss. OG rebound, 15-point game. Siakam trying to make it 13. Slows it down. One-on-one with Morris. Fights off of him and lays it up and lays it in. Okay. 13-point game. Maybe another stop. Maybe another make. Let's try to get a stop here. End it with a stop. End it with a stop. Powell. And he's fouls. Oh, man, I don't know about that. Like, Norm is facing the other way. Morris just flopped, and the refs don't bite. Good stuff there. Powell at the line, hits the first free throw. Second one coming up here. You know what I didn't miss? I didn't miss the like DEFCON 1 chat gets into when we lose a game. I didn't miss that the last 2 days. Last 2 games. 95-80, 15-point game. Raptors looking to chip in a bit. Siakam, is he starting to come alive? Yes, another bucket for Pascal. Started the game 3 of 13 from the field. He's up to 22 points on 8 for 17 shooting. So what a recovery by Siakam. The way he's played in this third quarter, really not gotten a lot of help. Siakam. Powell, one-on-one with Flynn in mid-range. Powell, unstoppable tonight, man. Unstoppable tonight. Holy shit, Powell. 97-82. VanVleet has his pocket picked by Powell. Can he get the shot off in time? No. He's blocked by Siakam on the layup. Great job there. Best burrito, Burrito Boys. Large steak from Burrito Boys. Raptors, really rough third quarter. Not the first time we've said that this season. But offensively, the team just lost all capability to hit three-pointers. 0 for 6 from 3 in the third. Clippers lit us up. 41% shooting from 3 in this game. Powell is 8 for 13 with 22 points. Paul George is 8 for 14 with 21 points. Reggie Jackson is 7 for 11 with 16 points. They have 6 players in double digits. 3 players, nothing, but 6 players in double digits. Raptors really, really struggling here. Siakam has come alive. He is 8 for 17 with 22 points after a 3 for 13 start. So he has really started to shoot better here. He can't have been 3 for 13. He started 2 for 12, that's for sure. He is now 8 for 17. So at least bouncing back a little bit over there. Good night for him statistically, but bad night for the team overall. OG, a minus 23 here. 14 points on 4 for 8 shooting. Solid shooting numbers. Barnes has had a quite good game here. He's struggling to deal with Zubac on the defensive end, but I mean, I can't really blame Scotty Barnes for being outmatched for size. He's a small forward playing as a center for this team. We've had no answer for Zubac, who has 17 points and 12 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, and has gone to the line 10 times. Van Vliet, you're really getting nothing, like just nothing from an offensive standpoint. You do have 7 assists, but like this is a guy who's getting paid to do a lot more than that. His recent box scores have been a lot kinder from a point standpoint. This is an off night for him because it's been a lot better recently, but it's just kind of back to that not really doing much for this team. On the bench, Gary Trent's having a good game, but overall, it's the shooting that's killing the Raptors once again. They're not out-rebounding the other team, so it's becoming a little bit of a shootout, and the Raptors just can't sustain the pace. They are 25% shooting from 3 tonight, whereas they are 12 for 29, and that is just pretty much where your separation lies so far. The Clippers also commit no turnovers in that third quarter. Raps have had third quarter woes. That continued tonight, very unfortunately. Despite the Raptors' struggles, if you guys are still enjoying the content, all right, thank you, Roman. I was going to say, can you ban him now? And you did. Wow, Roman's just on the fucking money. All right, down 15. Can you at least make it interesting? Man, lobs it to Zubac, who is fouled again. So still no answer over there. Brutal third again. You can't keep doing this, but it just keeps happening. Is it a lack of adjustment? Is it just a psychological thing? I have no idea. There's no real clear indication what it is. Is it overexerting your players so that they're more tired coming out of the half? I just don't know exactly what you can say it is, but it's a problem. It's a continuous problem for the Raptors that has cost them quite a few wins in the last little while here. So much to work on, much to discuss in those spots. 99-82 here. Barnes out to Trent. Back to Barnes, one-on-one with Zubac. Gary Trent trying to get the Raptors going in some way, and he's fouled. They're down 99-82. I mean, allowing 97 points in 3 quarters. Not going to win many NBA games doing that. Defense has also been a big problem tonight. Koloko checking back in, just seeing what sort of job he can do against Zubac. I'm not very optimistic about that. Trent at the line, gets both free throws. It's a 15-point game here. Gary's looked very good tonight. Overcommits on that one. Powell has a lane. Kick out to Batum in the corner. And another wide open corner 3 given up by the Raptors. And another wide open corner 3 knocked down by the Clippers. They are 13 for 30 compared to our 5 for 20. OG. Inside passes turned over. Here comes Powell again. Kennard. Transition 3. No good. Rebound. Come on, you got to get that rebound. And Kennard misses the layup. Wanted to foul, won't get it. But ugly play again. Boucher just loses the handle going up for a layup. Oh, that does help our game a bit. That Chris Boucher moment. Well said. Well said. This team has guys who can shoot. They're They're not doing it this season like Juancho. Man, 4 really, really good looks for 3. Doesn't hit a single one. It is good in other ways, but the biggest thing we need him to be is a good shooter. And unfortunately, he has definitely not been that for this team. Definitely not been that for this team this season. Been good in other ways, like I said. Not in shooting, which we need him to be. Fred VanVleet, another game where he doesn't have a three-pointer. Siakam is 0 for 4. Like, I can forgive that for Siakam, but, like, come on. Can you give me one? Trent's 2 for 3, but just overall, a lot of guys with no three-pointers made. And the Clippers have a lot there. When is my decision? I don't want to even consider that before the new year. So we'll see how we look. This one appears to be a loss. We'll see how we look after the games against the Suns and Grizzlies. If we lose both of those, then I think I'm going to get to the point where I'm like, okay, a little bit too far gone. We have a very nice stretch of games going into the new year, so you can rack up some wins there. But the Raptors lose the next 3, then it's going to be pretty much like, all right, what are we doing here? We're not in position to make a winning trade, but we're not in position to make a losing trade either. It's a little bit early, again, to make decisions. These negotiations take a lot of time. It's not like a video game where you can get it sorted in like 2 minutes. No, these negotiations take a lot of time. Only like a week ago did the NBA open up for all the free agents who were eligible for trade. So that had to happen for discussions to really kick on. There's guys like Boucher, who can't be traded until mid-January. Zach LaVine, who I made a video about on Christmas Eve, he can't be traded until mid-January. So there's other guys in the NBA who fit that criteria as well. So 15-19 is annoying, but we saw glimpses in the last 2 games leading into this of what this team is capable of. They are definitely better than they have been showing, but you can't keep saying that and expect things to change. It might get to a certain point where you just look at it and like, wow, like maybe things are not going to change. We'll see. Tonight is just another night where it's a really, really bad night. Tough few games coming up. You got the Grizzlies, Suns, Pacers, Bucks. Then you get the Knicks, Blazers, double Hornets, and Hawks. So this stretch of games, again, just season-defining areas. We'll see how we can recover because we need some help. I mean, games like today, the three-point shooting, just nobody bailing you out. It's been happening too often. Powell download a man. How is he that open? Rim protection is a big area of concern. Three-point shooting is a big area of concern. Otto Porter Jr. hurt his toe and is still out from that Pistons game. Barnes' three-pointer is no good. Raptors are 0 for 7 from 3 in the second half. Listen, Alan, I saw your post earlier. You don't need to keep posting it, man. I don't know if they're going to hang out after the game. I don't know. Zubac, another offensive rebound and another bucket. Ivica Zubac is looking like an MVP candidate tonight. Wow. Scotty's look good. Yeah, Scotty's look good. He can't defend Zubac. It's not really his fault. He's being asked to do something he shouldn't be getting asked to do. But, yeah. No answer for Zubac. That's not. You shouldn't be saying that. We are 24% from 3, by the way. I think we're 5 for 21, so that's like just under 24%. Physical fives give us problems when you don't put too much attention. We're not putting enough attention on Zubac the way he's playing. Like Embiid, you double. You shouldn't have to double Zubac, but it's getting to that point. As Batum corner 3, it's contested, but it still goes. 23-point game. This is over. Respectfully, this one's done. Raptors are going to have no way to come back from this down by this much. Barnes layup rims out. Nice rebound by Koloko, who's fouled, heading to the line. This one's done. Glaring issues once again resurfacing for this team. And once again highlighting what the 6-game losing streak highlighted. Once again highlighting the deficiencies and the problems of this team that if they are not fixed or addressed in some way, if you continue to ask this team to go and win games, it's just not really going to be able to do that. Lot of work needed. But the question, of course, will be if that work is necessary, or should you try to salvage what you're getting from this season, because things, of course, are very ugly. 109.88 now. Siakam's having a great night. He started poorly, but he's having a great night if you look at it now. Zubac, another easy dunk, another no resistance play for Zubac, having himself quite the night here because nobody was able to stop Zubac. Barnes, nice putback there. Barnes having a great day, but Zubac is looking like an all-star tonight. Like, respectfully, Zubac is a fine player. He's a good player. I like him as a player. He's not a player that you should say you have no answer for. He's a good player, but he's not a guy you should have no answer for. That is absolutely the case tonight. He is demolishing us on the inside. There he is turning it over, though. 21-point game, and the Raptors give it right back. Or do they? It's off Batum and out of bounds for Raptors ball. Look, the Clippers are a good team. You can't be giving them all those open threes. You can't be giving Zubac all those looks. Malachi Flynn's been excellent in the last week and a half or 2 weeks. Keep playing him. Keep playing him. Zubaka. No, nobody can compete with him. And we're not defending him well enough, even so. Confidence growing for Flynn as well for me. Had a good first half. Quiet second half. Maybe more down to minutes, but good first half. Siakam mid-range, no good. Out of bounds. Siakam's 8 for 18 now. That's considering where he started. He's 9 for 19 with 24 points. Like Siakam, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Siakam has been excellent again. Man, Fred is not unplayable. Let's relax. Barnes up top. Nice feed to Siakam, who lays it in there. Another good bucket for Siakam. Another great assist by Scotty Barnes there. Reggie Jackson to Paul George. Outside. Another open corner three. This one doesn't go by man. Rebound Barnes. Barnes has been a monster tonight. What a game by Scotty Barnes. Really finding his feet. There's Koloko. Oh my God. With some authority. Throws it down. 111.94. Just trying to get a little bit of juice here. Timeout has been called to try and stop it. But maybe just a smidge of momentum brewing for the Raptors, who are now down by 17 points. We'll remind you guys, content's free. All I ask is you do drop a like. Please, if you are enjoying the content, drop a like on the stream. Let's try to get to 100 likes on today's stream. And if you want to see a Raptors watch party like this for virtually every single game, and you also want to see videos that break down the team, the news, analyze everything, you got to be subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. Help close off the 2022, the year, with a bang, and let's see what we can accomplish together as a community in 2023. I'm very much looking forward to what we can do. Start of 2022. I think I want to say we weren't even at 8,000 subs yet. I was probably set the goal going into the year of hitting 15K this year. That didn't happen. That's fine. I set a bit of a lofty goal there. Next year's lofty goal is 20K, which I don't think we're going to get. But regardless, love the progress we've made this year. The community has grown, and let's just verify how much it's grown in this year. We hit 8,000 on... What'd I do? We had 8,000 on January 23rd. So January 23rd, we had 8,000. And of course, December 22nd, we hit 13. Oh, no, December 21st, actually, we hit 13,000 subscribers. So it's been quite the year here. Phoenix says he might not make it. I might not make it either, man. I may not make it either. We definitely have some work to do before the deadline. I don't think it should take over a month to get to that point. To get to a point where we make a decision about trades, we make a decision about tanking. It's got to come earlier than that. Whichever way it is, the decision needs to come earlier than that, in my opinion. Listen, Mike, I'm in the market for a place of living. Raptors are not worse than the housing crisis. Guarantee you that. But he is hurt. Oh, man, Koloko. God damn. Anything plan to do when you're 20K? I mean, no. I'm always open to suggestions for milestones. I don't really do much for those milestones. I mean, again, open to suggestions, I suppose. I would one day like to do a meetup. The only thing, we're back in action here, by the way. 6:50 to go, 111.94. Siakam, check that, 111.96. A little bit of momentum brewing. I would like to do a meetup one day. My fear is that we'll do a meetup and nobody will meet up because nobody will show up. That's my one fear with meetups. I just don't know if people will come, which would make me feel bad. Adam and Rowan would be there. I can guarantee that. If we did a meetup, it'd be downtown Toronto. OG, one-on-one with Paul George, and loses it. Here come the Clippers in transition, 113.96. Batum to Paul George. Let me get updating Chloe. I don't know. He just got injured, man. Kawhi backing down Flynn, not good. Spins off, misses, and the Raptors get the rebound. Birch is checked in here. OG fights in transition and lays it in. Bit of effort here by the Raptors, making it a 15-point game now. A little bit too late, though. 5:40 to go. We'll see. I mean, the Clippers are down by like 13 with 3 minutes to go yesterday. So we'll see. George, layup, no good. Zubac finally get a rebound on him. Here's Flynn to Siakam. Oh, nice slice by George. Woo, what a take by Pascal Siakam, who lays it in. And the crowd jumping into this a bit. And a 13-point game. And like I said, the Clippers were down by 13 with like 3:20 to go yesterday. And who knows? Maybe the Raptors have a little bit up their sleeve here to get themselves back in this game. We shall see. 13-point game, not impossible, but very, very improbable at this point. At least there is a little bit of fight. At least you're getting another outstanding Pascal Siakam game. You're getting a decent, you're getting a good OG game. Not good of defense from him as usual. And you're getting an excellent, outstanding Scotty Barnes game. He has 17 points, 13 rebounds. He has 7 assists to go along with it. A near triple-double night brewing. Potentially a triple-double night brewing for Scotty Barnes. I'm pleased to report I did start on my fantasy team today. I was just checking that. A bad night from Fred, though, offensively. Not a bad, just like ineffective. He's not really doing much. Like, it's just... Like, we need a bit more from you, bro. Of course, this team never quits. This team never lays down. Let's see. Dave S., he says, Raptors fake comeback. Would you rather they just stop playing? Would you rather they just stop trying? Would you rather they just allow the other team to win by 40? Because I guarantee you, Dave, you'd be complaining a lot more if this team lost by 40 as opposed to losing by 10 with a supposed fake comeback. Like what would you rather they do in this situation? You're in this situation down by 20. I'd rather have this than them not even caring about it. I'd rather they don't even get in this position to begin with, but here you are. $15-point game again. Reggie Jackson there. The only reason I single out Dave is that he's been pissing me off the entire stream. Not entire stream, just brief pockets he's been here. Barnes, turn around with the right, no good. Reggie bringing it the other way for the Clippers. Kawhi. One-on-one with OG. Baby Kawhi. Barnes switches on. They bring the double to Kawhi, and it's over half court, and that should be a shot clock violation, or I guess a turnover, whatever. A turnover by the Clippers. It will be Raptors ball over there. Preferably, lower back stiffness will not return. So, short minutes because of the injury he picked up early on in the game, and maybe that reflected into his output. As Flynn knocks down to 3, it's a 12-point game here. So Fred a bit ineffective on offense. I mean, I don't want to blame the injury. He's had some good looks, but maybe that played a part. Who knows? 4 minutes ago, 12-point game. As a foul called against OG there. He's not happy. 115-103. If this pace sustains itself, maybe the Raptors can just claw their way back into it. Need some stops, though. Reggie Jackson. One-on-one with OG. Fights by him. Puts it up. No good. Kawhi gets the rebound. And in a position like this where you're just building a momentum, you gotta get that rebound. You just can't allow the easy rebound to fall in his lap there. And right from the start, Kawhi boxes out a little bit stronger there. Questionable loose ball foul, but I mean, you got to fight. It's the NBA. You got to fight through contact like that. Oh, that stings. That stings. Damn. Kawhi at the line here. Puts in the free throw. That might be just too much for the Raptors to overcome if it wasn't already. 117-103. Please make sure, guys, if you did enjoy the stream tonight, you have been enjoying, you drop a like, easiest way to support the channel. And if you want more content like this, make sure you're subscribed to Amateur Hour Sports. Help us on the road now to 14,000 subs as to Trend 3 doesn't fall there. And if you needed to come back, you probably really needed that one to fall. Powell fouled by Flynn underneath the basket. That looked clean, and Flynn is adamant that it was. I don't think we've used our challenge. Not that it may be worth it to waste our time here. They are going to try and challenge. Norman Powell's reaction there hinted to me that might have been clean. I feel like the Raptors, based on my initial look there, the Raptors may win that challenge. We shall see. Great pass from Malak. Guys look good. What can I say? He's looked exceptional tonight. Not exceptional. He's looked good again. Another good game from him. Fred, Gary, Trent, 7 first Steph. I don't think Warriors would do that. Nor is it legal. Norm wanted that. I think Norm knew that was a problem. So, I mean, look, you come into this game, you give up too many threes. Zubac beats you up on the inside. They have 4 guys who have 20 points. It was just too many open looks for too many guys here. Kawhi Leonard was comfortable not shooting the ball a lot, and every other guy profited. The too many doubles, too many open shots. That's not a foul, by the way. Ayton. How are you going to get Ayton? I also don't believe, damn, rare W. I don't believe the Raptors have a luxury to solve both problems either. I agree. Gonna have to choose. I choose, like, you have guys who can shoot who are underperforming. You do not have a rim protector. For me, you got to go with a rim protector. I will watch every game I'm available for. Always. Last time the Raptors tanked, I watched like 70 games at least. Successful challenge. So it'll be a jump ball. Common W. We need a center. More than we need shooters, I think. I don't think they could have got a foul. I want Yakupurtl. If you can extend him, especially, I want Yakupurtl. Blame it on Alvin, yeah. Cursed. 14 likes away from 100. 120 viewers here. Appreciate the viewership, guys. Please, if you don't mind taking that extra second out of your day to drop a like, it does go a long way to supporting my content. And for videos and streams, please make sure you are subscribed to Amateur Sports. Jump ball is won by Kawhi. 117-103. 3 minutes ago. This game's done, barring a miracle. It's a good team in the Clippers. Loss isn't the worst thing in the world, but the manner of it is concerning, the way you go down. Siakam slicing his way to the rim and gets it to go. 12-point game, 2:50 to go. The crowd staying in it. Nick Nurse is staying in it. They want to finish on a positive note at the very least. But, I think this one's gone. Paul George, dagger. Paul George all night has been just cooking. Like, come on. The Clippers shooting 50-40 right now. Siakam has been outstanding, though. He's got another 30-point night. He is a rebound away from a double-double. He started 3 of 13 since that 2 of 12 start, let's say. Since that 2 of 12 start, Pascal Siakam is 10 wait, no way. He started 2 of 12. He's now 12 and 13. He shot 10 for 11 in the second half. Holy shit. The math was correct in my head. I was like, no way, right? He has 10 of his last 11 shots. God damn, man. This guy's special. Norm, layup, no good. Kawhi misses the putback, but gets another one. Holy shit, Pascal. The defense kills you. I mean, you can't win if you allow 120. If you're Toronto, you don't score enough. And another foul drawn by Siakam. The way that has improved this season is big. Post game, no, I'm gonna wait to the end. We're 2 minutes to go. This is a sore loss though, for sure. We could have played these guys better tonight. We definitely could have played these guys better tonight. That is unfortunate. Work to do, man. The decision about if you want to do that work, but work 100% to do. Today is a big indication of that. You lose the third quarter again. You fail to hit your threes again. You fail to defend the rim again. Those are the 3 biggest things that have plagued us, and all 3 come out here. If you have top 15 talent, league, go for it. I don't completely share that sentiment, but it's hard to give up on a team who has that guy. Another bucket by Batum. My God. The 3-ball tonight. Just both ends have killed us. Siakam again. This is unbelievable. I don't call this... You maybe can argue this is padding stats in garbage time here, but I don't think so. This is another special performance from Siakam. So good. So good. Clippers are a good team. They're healthy tonight, except for John Wall, but you're a better team than this. You're a better team than this. That third quarter, you're better than this. Who cares if he is... I suppose he wants to make All-Star and All-NBA. How is Paul George that open? He missed a 3, but how is he that open, man? God. Trent layup, and it rims out. This one is pretty much done here. 1 minute to go in this game. Real measure of what's wrong when you're playing against a team like this. Oh, man. There's areas for concern. It's that we'll talk about in the post-game show. Drop a like if you're heading out, please, and thank you. If you are sticking around, I always do a post-game show for roughly 10 minutes after the game, so you've got my full thoughts and a box score breakdown. Stay tuned beyond the final buzzer, as we will indeed go through that stuff. I say 3 big problems. Your shooting, your rim protection, and your third quarters. A lot of things go wrong. You can't keep up with a good Clippers team. Point-wise, Zubac, you have no answer for, respectfully. Like, that's not a player you should have no answer for. Shooting-wise, you spend so much time doubling Kawhi. This team is too good. They'll pick you apart with other guys who are open for 3, and they did. They shot almost 40% for 3 tonight so far. There's areas to improve. And, yeah. This team needs work. This team ain't it in its current state. But if they want to put pressure on the front office, they got to find a way to get wins out here. All right, so that they're going to run out the clock here. So, yeah, this one's done. That will wrap up the game. The Raptors lose. Big here, 124-113. Scoreline, I think, rather flatters the Raptors a tad. And really measures your skill set against a pretty much healthy Clippers team. And the 3 big problems with this Raptors team come alive again. Stick around for this post-game show as I'll tell you exactly what those are and where the Raptors can go going forward. All right, so the Raptors, off those 2 wins, they beat the Cavaliers very impressively. They beat the New York Knicks, not as impressively, but Siakam, very impressive in that Knicks game, of course, the 52 points. And another big night for Siakam, who started the game 2 of 12 from the field, ended it 13 for 24. So Siakam, in the second half, shoots 11 for 12, outstandingly. But overall, point output, not bad. Like, you can see the Raptors winning games on 113 totals. It's the allowing 124 that is the problem here, as the Clippers just completely dismantle you throughout this game. So it's going to be a little bit of a test here for the Raptors, 100%, in terms of their ability to match up with the Clippers team. John Wall was not playing, but still, the Raptors were favored by 3.5 points going into this game. The Clippers had a grueling overtime game yesterday against the Detroit Pistons. So maybe, Kawhi didn't play that one, but maybe you felt like, you're at home, Raptors getting some momentum. Clippers, second night of back-to-back, a good opportunity to win a game. But, oh man, did the Los Angeles Clippers destroy the Raptors in the second half. First half was nice. The Raptors, it was a back-and-forth game, lots of changes in the lead, and the Raptors down 60-56 at half. Well in the game, just needed to clean up a little bit defensively, as the amount of three-pointers getting hit by the Clippers was a bit of a problem for Toronto. Well, that problem only heightened itself in the second half, and as the Clippers just started hitting more of their three-pointers, The Raptors dried up completely in the second half from a three-point shooting standpoint. One measly three-pointer made in the second half on 8 attempts. And the Clippers, the Clippers just demolished the Raptors in that category. And that was only part of the problem. I said there was 3 big things that go wrong for the Raptors. Number one, it is that shooting that has caused a ton of problems here for the Raptors. Their inability to hit them is coming out consistently. Fred was 0 for 3, was very passive tonight, was picked up an injury earlier on, seemed like he was playing through it and being a bit more passive. I don't want to use that as an excuse. He was 0 for 3 from 3 and had some good looks. He did get 7 assists, but in 23 minutes, you still expect a little bit more effectiveness than just a 4-point performance from Fred. So shooting was part of it. Juancho, I've liked Juancho this season. Today I didn't. And what I haven't liked is his shooting all season. He was 0 for 5 from the field today. 0 for 4 from 3 in his 9 minutes. And you couldn't play him because the Clippers were leaving him open. This is a guy that, again, I've been a fan of this season, but this is a guy that you have signed really to help with your three-point shooting problems. He had 4 wide open looks today and didn't hit a single one. That's just, these are shots that a guy like Juancho, he's got to be hitting at least one of those. And there was a stretch at the start of the third where Juancho was wide open for a bunch. Didn't hit. Nurse had no choice but to unfortunately remove him from the game and not put him back in. And the three-point shooting, the second thing. And the third quarter where he struggled is the third thing here. Have I gone through all 3? No, that's the first thing. Second thing is definitely the third quarters. Raptors come out extremely flat in that third quarter. Again, shooting was a big part of it, but the Raptors get outscored 37-26 in that third quarter after being down by only those 4 points at halftime. So another big deal there. Kind of solved itself a little bit. I mean, not even against the Cavs, the third quarter was tough. Even against the Knicks third quarter was terrible. And in the 6-game losing streak leading up to that, third quarters have been our bane for this team. And the third thing that has been a problem for the Raptors, which came out tonight, the definitive lack of rim protection that guys like Paul George exposed a little bit, but Reggie Jackson exposed big time, had a big night. Norman Powell exposed that big time. And in particular, Ivica Zubac absolutely exposed your lack of rim protection. Ivica Zubac, neat and tidy player, solid player, good player, whatever. Respectfully, Ivica Zubac is not good enough to have no answers for. Respectfully. So 3 biggest things that come alive here that have caused the Raptors struggles this season, now at 15-19. Lack of shooting, lack of rim protection, and troubles coming out of halftime. And it's just so strange about these third quarters. Because you can't really quantify where it's going wrong. What is it about these third quarters that are causing the issues? Is it Nick Nurse not making adjustments? That may be the thing I'd guess it is the most, but nothing is super telling there. The other team adjusting and we're not making those adjustments. Is it the fatigue because we play our guys more minutes than most, or are they a bit more tired coming out for the third quarter? That seems strange to me because you had the whole halftime to rest up. It's just hard to really put your finger on just what it is about the third quarters that give your team so many problems. Going to the box score here, Raptors spent a lot of time doubling Kawhi. He was comfortable to not do much tonight. 5 for 12 or 15 points, but that's still good. But 4 guys end on 20 plus. Zubac, as I mentioned, kills you. 7 for 13, 23 points. Not only did he have 16 rebounds, he had 10 offensive rebounds. He went to the line 12 times. Reggie Jackson, lots of interior threat, just slashed the rim with no protection there, no resistance. 20 points on 66%. Is that on 9 for 15 shooting? Is that 66? No, it's not. It's just under, but still. Paul George cooked us in the first half, quieted down second half, but the damage was done there. Norman Powell, the amount of times he got to the rim with little resistance as well. He had 22 points on 8 for 14 shooting. Siakam, like I said, started 2 for 12, makes 11 of his next. Started 2 for 12, made 11 of his next 12. What a night here! 36 points, 9 rebounds. OG, solid offense. Minus 19 is a concern. He's had a couple of off of games where he's just in that category for plus minus. I don't know. That's him. Maybe I'd have to focus a little bit more on that. But just like why for a guy who's such a good defender? But one of the only guys who's hitting threes for us tonight. Scotty Barnes, a much improved game again. He had a 17-point double-double with 13 rebounds, 8 assists. He's looked a lot better playing as the center for this team, which he did again today. He could not guard Zubac. He's looking a lot better offensively playing as the center, where he can post up and those hook shots are starting to come. Defensively, he's getting rebounds, but one-on-one with Zubac, he had no answer. A bad night from Van Vliet. Like I said, there was injuries, but that kept him out minute-wise, but just still. You need a bit more from that. You need some of these shots to fall. That is a concern. Recently, Fred VanVleet box scores have looked a lot better. Points have looked a lot better. Like he has been putting up a ton of points in the last 2 weeks. People are still going to criticize him for this game and for the season. I think rightfully so for the season. The past 2 weeks, he really has picked it up. You wouldn't know it from the game today, though. On the bench, Gary Trent, another very effective game. Love that for him. Defense wasn't quite there, the minus 16. Another really good game from Flynn off the bench. 24 minutes. I think we need to consistently get him in the high 20s for minutes. His floor spacing has been great. He was 2 or 3 from 3. His craftiness has just been something we've missed in the ball handling department off the bench. I'll eat my words. I'll be the first to say with Flynn, I'm hard on him, but you got to keep playing him. He's going to be a pretty important player. Now, when we go to the team stats, you're going to see where their game has really gone wrong here. They shoot 48 and 40. We shoot, 51, but 26 here. 6 for 23 from 3. The Raptors started this game, I think it was 5 of 15 from 3, and they go 1 for 8 in the second half, something along those lines. You're an NBA team in 2023, almost. That's just not good enough. You got to be able to knock down shots. You get yourself in a shootout here. The Clippers are an excellent three-point shooting team. Granted, they're a good team. You're doubling Kawhi too much, leaving guys open for 3. They're good enough to pick you apart. You're also, not defending the rim well enough. The Clippers are a good team, but you shouldn't be losing this convincingly to any team in the NBA. Go further down the team stats here. Rebounding, they out-rebounded us. The Raptors don't win the possession battle. It's always going to be hard for the Raptors to fight through that because you know how important that is to them. Turnover-wise, we're the best in the league in that department. We committed more turnovers today. Shout out to the Clippers for only committing 4 second-half turnovers. Another area where the Raptors like to feast. So, Raptors had a couple of good games, and they showed how good this team can be. This is a bad night again. There's been way too many bad nights this season, 100%. This isn't my warning call that it is time to tank. Not there yet. We've seen how quickly a win streak can turn around your season. Raptors, it doesn't look like maybe they will get it, but it is too early for me to commit to going completely south in the season. As far as the schedule coming up, 2 tough nights at home against the Grizzlies and Suns back-to-back. Then you have the Pacers and Bucks. After that, a bit lighter. Knicks, Blazers, Hornets twice, and the Hawks 6 games in a row at home in this stretch here. I think if the Raptors lose the next 2 games, it might be time to decide on if this season is worth it, but I don't think I'm quite there yet. Will say I'm getting close to it, but there's still time to really start to turn your season in the right direction. It's glaring that this team is missing shooting. It's glaring that this team needs to figure out how to get the most out of the team in the third quarters, and it's very glaring. We need a rim protector, and that is the biggest thing that this team needs. We need a rim protector. Please go get us a rim protector if you care about this season. But maybe they don't, and maybe it's too far gone. We'll have to make that decision very, very soon now. All right, that will end off this one. Please make sure you have dropped a like to support the channel. Channel content is free, always, of course, but all I ask is you drop a like to support the channel. And if you want more Raptors content just like this, please make sure you're subscribed for more from Amateur Hour. All right, guys. If you did enjoy, again, we are very, very close to 100 likes. We're actually 2 likes away from 100. We are 1 like away from 100 now. If you've not liked already, please, you'll be the 100th like if you're the next one to drop a like on the stream. And if you want to see videos analyzing, breaking down this team, and watch parties for every Raptors game. You got to be subscribed to Amateur Sports. Would really appreciate it. I know we just hit 13,000 subs. We want to start pushing for 14,000 to see what we can accomplish in 2023. But hey, there's still some time to go in this calendar year. Let's make some big things happen. And of course, I hope to see you at the next one. There'll be a video coming out tomorrow. Hope to see you at that one. And there's 2 more streams this week. Hope to see you at those. Siakam, what does Siakam have to do to be number 1? He's averaging like 27 points per game very efficiently. This guy, what does this man have to do? All right. Thank you guys. Tough night. Let's bounce back.